Hello, Internet, and welcome to a game of Vulnerate, where we confuse ourselves with strange conversations that no one will ever know about except for us. So today we'll begin the end of Faridrin, which has been an ongoing joke since Faridrin's decision to be a one-on-one fight. We will find out.
I don't want to lift the corner.
Apparently, technical issues are happening. That's fine. So today we are down a Fitz and a Dio. So we have a Johnny, an Aaron, a Faridrin, and a Catch.
Does not.
Today will go interestingly.
Do you catch my drift?
Very well done, sir.
So yeah.
Chaos will ensue. Let us begin. Intro. Hey y'all, we are here.
Just trying to say hi.
Via saying hello. Right.
You're also trying to find your film.
So last game, the party succeeded in infiltrating the camp after a long conversation about how they were going to do it, followed by chasing a dragon. After getting into
it.
one of them did.
You're doing that thing again. Arguing semantics.
Interrupting the DM while he's trying to introduce it and continue our game.
Yeah, you don't go to church and interrupt then.
Anyway, through somewhat means of the uniforms from the people you'd killed and also different disguised spells, the group of you all snuck into the base and were all split off in different directions, either by choice in Fitz's case, not by choice in Catch's case, or just generally this is why we came here, everyone else's case. You all sort of scattered out into different parts of the base and sort of learned a bit about the area. Catch basically has befriended a bunch of the kid recruits who are sort of ranging between the ages of 8 through to about 15, 16, so it's sort of low-grade adult sort of they're in that sort of range.
That doesn't do it for me.
Johnny has canonically walked into the base and sat down and started chewing gum because we couldn't figure out what Johnny was going to do.
Random pieces of rubber.
He's all out of ass to kick.
Faridrin and Aaron met up with the base leader, and after a few discussions and being let into where they now assume is potentially the elemental creature's cage, Faridrin challenged the leader to prove who the strongest was, to which the leader immediately, want to test my thing.
Oh, it's not me anymore.
It's not me, it's this creature that succeeded, and this puddle of things were all my failures, which essentially was the party walking around in a little pool of liquefied things that were just basically water.
Liquefied. Water? Was it water coloured?
No, it was water.
Liquefied things that were now water.
I think that's worse than what it could be.
Yes. Essentially, they have turned into water and are just there.
About that deep, I'd say.
Oh, is it like a Dumbledore soup that's filled with memories?
I mean,
all of them dying.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Few drinkers and you just do it.
Oh, be good
Like, oh my god, I can feel all their deaths at once.
Yeah, which one are you speaking death with?
Just a chorus of voices in my head. Oh my god!
I shouldn't have tripped on that rock.
Not again.
So, basically, faridrin, you are allowed to leave this little cage area, and you're led out into the main sort of thoroughfare area with the armory, and you were told you're allowed to take whatever weapon you wanted, which you've gone in and seen there is no magical weapons.
Nothing worth it. Carry on. I've got my weapon.
Yep.
This is, unless you have any special magical weapon or like not normal weapons, I have the most effective weapon for myself.
No, there is nothing there that's
Not from a book, not from the books.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I have the only weapon I need. My mind and my muscles. That's true.
Good enough.
And then my.
So you basically walk out into the main thoroughfare and you just sort of hang out there. Erin, what are you doing in here? You were basically left alone with Sid hanging out with you.
Do I hear wedding bells? That's why.
Oh, you're with me?
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny has followed you.
Ha ha, your responsibility.
13.
Oh!
Ah,
I guess that really is just ringing in my ear.
it's just spidey senses tingle.
Are we not in medieval settings where 13-year-olds would have been married off to people?
No, we're in an alternate reality. It could be the same time period for all we know. It just did not develop right.
Here goes my dice.
Well, they got
I
married.
mean, we don't have magic, but we have iPhones, so... Is that the trade-up you really
Just
want?
gonna go knock on the door that's in there.
So basically it's like a cylinder
You said there
cage.
was a door.
There's a door on the other side
Yeah.
Where she went.
where she went into.
Cool, I
Of course she gone through there.
No. Faradrin was allowed to go out one way, and the druid went into
I went
another
out the
door, and
entrance.
both of you tried to see what was in there, and neither of you did, and the door got closed.
Did you say druid?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is there a keyhole for the door?
Damn, that would have been a much easier fight.
Did I not say that last game? I said old lady. Okay.
I hadn't.
I guess DM Slip has given you details.
I assumed it was a magic user of some form.
Yep.
Is there a keyhole on the door?
No.
Is there a hole in the door?
Oh my god.
No.
Not what you're thinking.
Johnny, you were missing last game, so I have to describe this. Essentially, the doors don't have existing handles. Each time one of the guards or this druid has gone through doors, they've pulled out a rock, placed it at the door, and it's created a handle, and they've opened the door and closed it, and then the door is essentially fused back into being a wall. But there's still kind of like a drawing kind of outline where the door goes.
Oh,
But-
Beetlejuice.
Can
Yeah.
I attempt to reenact what they did to open the door?
Roll me a performance.
This I might have.
But even if you have
Yeah, I know.
it,
It's a performance, not a reenactment. It's still not very good.
bung, bung, bung.
16.
Johnny walks up
I draw a handle.
and walks up and pulls out a spoon and sort of like spins it around a bit and just goes tink into the door, into almost exactly the right spot where the door handle could have gone, and just goes boom. Like this, just screech inside of the spoon. It's that chalk, that fingers on chalkboard kind of sound as he goes.
Alright, that's all I've got, so. What's your idea?
I'm glad I
Is there a guard in here with us? There certainly was.
Yeah, Sid.
No, there was another one.
Nope.
Oh no,
he didn't come in.
No,
He
he
was the
didn't.
one out front.
Yep.
Who we told to go in and grab the person when we walked in and he's still outside.
Yep.
Who just Sid and the chick and what we assume is the toad.
I said if he has a way of getting out.
He turns and goes, the door you guys came from?
Wait, is it still open?
It's still open.
Oh, okay.
Can I
The
just
door-
point out in the previous session, as part of the conversation that you would have heard, this shield, cylinder, barrier thing is some form of magical anti-magic field. I have determined that through detect magic.
Are we in that now?
No,
Not inside it.
no. The cylinder seems to contain magic, essentially, with anti-magic inside.
I'm more confused.
See the top left?
Yes, trees.
No.
Oh,
Not
there.
that. The outer wall.
It was left.
Yes, but
No, okay, no.
so there's the outer wall.
Yeah.
That's a room. The inner thing is the cylinder. You're
Right.
inside that room. We came through the wooden thing on the right hand side.
So we're in the little room?
No.
You're in the grassed area here,
Yeah.
Okay.
And the,
which is technically water.
and the thing in the middle is actually
How do their emergency doors work when they lose power? Are they a power on open or a power on stay shut?
Does Johnny know what to look for with that sort of thing?
Don't care, dispel magic.
Cleric or bard?
I don't actually remember. I think it's bard. It's under my level
it
3.
is bard, clerics, and it has to be level
Are
3.
you doing this just out of impulse?
It has to be.
Yeah, no, I'm going, I assume if it's off, it turns off.
Any spell of 3rd level
She's still in
or
the building with us.
But
Alright.
anything 4th level or higher requires a spellcasting check. DC
No,
plus the 10 plus the whatever you would
Is
consider
he
that
doing
level.
this?
Okay.
Turn it around and walking out of the room.
But yeah, so are you casting this as your bardic skill, as your bardic spell, or your cleric side?
I guess I'll do it as my cleric so I can get it through without committing it.
That is what I wanted to check.
I'm not leaving much other big on.
As Aaron leaves, Johnny goes to start messing with his spoons and realizes that it's probably a bad idea and puts the spoons away and sort of focuses on the amulet that seems to channel all his arcane focus. So
I
being
don't screw this up.
and you would
You can do it. Am I going to tell you, Chad?
Is the glove flings up
I'm free of the curse!
you would
I'm free of the curse. Better put that back.
your holy symbol of Loki starts to glow as you do this. Mwah. Can you roll me your d20?
Sure.
And then add
19.
the spell modifier.
It won't matter because he rolled a 19. That is fine. You cast the spell magic on the cylinder, and you watch as the cylinder just goes from being opaque and sort of unable to see into it to being completely clear.
Oh.
And inside is what looks like a sort of tree frog just sitting in the middle. It's quite a big sort of tree frog for what it is, but it looks like a tree frog.
I announced to you, who's obviously in the distance, because you were concerned,
On the
do we need a tree frog? Is that what we're here for?
It is an action, so it's only 6 seconds, so you probably wouldn't have left by that point in time.
You may have gone to the doorway by the time you heard it.
It's going what?
Is this right?
Alright, I've covered blown. Because she's in the other room still.
How's it blown? She can't
He
see it
just,
yet.
he just dispelled the magic.
And then yelled out.
And you're in between the entry.
How do you know she knows?
I
There's
assume
a solid concrete stone wall.
There's also an opening.
No, it's closed.
there's a
The
door.
door.
Oh, she's in the other door.
Yeah, she's on the left.
Okay.
I look at you hesitantly. Do we need this, or can I make this worse?
Both. As I walk quickly back into the tree frog.
Let's get it then. How do you catch a frog? Do you have a net?
You're the elemental, right?
You say that to
Yeah.
you look inside and you see it go like it's tried to like croak or something, and you hear no sound.
Hey, God, I will go into it.
It's the cylinder is still a solid cylinder.
It's still a solid cylinder.
All that's happened is become clear. You can see inside. You can't actually get into it.
Oh, fuck.
It's essentially it's in behind a. It's trapped behind glass.
Do you think it knows Morse
Can
code?
Misty Step go through it? Because that is technically teleport.
You'll have to just Matt. Can you tell me whether Misty Step can go through objects?
Didn't say on the thing I looked at before.
Yes, I think. Without
It's just a place you can see.
Yep.
Can I just mold it
30
in a
meters
hole
so you can see.
and go under it?
Yeah, teleport 30 feet to an unoccupied space that you can see.
Okay, yep, no, you can misty step.
I'll let me step into it.
Cool. So you go to start moulding the earth and look down and realise there isn't earth below you, there's water.
I'm so confused. Where are we?
The area is just
Think like looking in like a shallow pond, basically.
water forever. Probably concrete or something.
You're all Jesus.
Your boots are starting to get slightly soggy, probably up to
Johnny,
one ankle.
I need you to do this. Johnny attempting to bowl earth fails, puts his hand down into the water to try and touch it, and realises that it's more or less concrete.
Oh. Hey, concrete exists.
Castles exist.
I thought it was all stone. Now I'm arguing for that.
Fair point.
Anyway,
The Romans are concrete.
Does he grant you a wish?
It is dirt
I
or
assume it's
stone, and concrete is mostly stone. If you're talking about real world concrete, just you can say no because you're the DM. I'm just
Mold earth is a cantrip. I would consider it not powerful enough to do this.
No.
just letting you know.
The way I consider cantrips are essentially
Cantrips
say
not powerful
you
enough.
have a spell.
Laugh and warlock.
Yeah,
laughing Eldritch Blast.
Tiny little chunk out.
that's the way I judge it, basically.
I'm happy with it. I'm just pointing things out.
Can I do lay on hands on him?
Just walk over and lay on hands.
Yep. As I say, stay on your what's its mode called again? Resist mode?
Recessed, I think it's the term.
Recessed. As in like recess, as in like break?
Yeah.
I assume
Weak.
you're talking about?
As in weaken?
Yeah. I mean, recessed is,
Regress.
Regressed? That's the word.
that's the word you're looking
Thank you. I tell it to stay in its regressed one. I can't fucking talk.
Look in this one, apparently.
for. Recess?
How much can you heal?
It's
5 times your paladin level.
5 times. Oh,
He's not a paladin, no. It's racial.
There's my grade, so it's just my level then.
It's just your level.
Sitting there tapping on the glass.
You
Can I wear over the
you
hat?
can speak with human, right?
I want a hat from.
It is one per level.
Yes, I've heard already, so I'm just going to do it once. Just 1 HP.
Okay.
You'll like it.
It grows a little bit.
I feel like it's a bit of strength. I don't want to take the overpower.
It's still alive. 1 hit point.
I've been trying to get its attention.
Yeah, no, you don't hear the tapping. You just get this feeling that Johnny's tapping. You turn around and it's basically this mute Johnny smacking.
And I make the gesture. I want to be my hat.
Can you talk?
It sort of looks up at you and goes, "Yes."
I'm here to get you out of here.
Oh.
I'm still tapping.
I'm here with the wind elemental.
The toad looks past your leg at Johnny.
Not him. The wind lives outside the base.
Oh. And you two are the best compasses.
Yes? There's a few more of us.
And the toad just kind of takes like a weird toad step backwards from you.
It wouldn't
can't
be
walk
me,
backwards.
even opaque, yeah. Got on your nose of 2. Yep.
Oh, it's
I'm
can't
baby.
backwards. That's not possible.
Oh.
Fuse with me.
Oh,
So you
the
get-
legs aren't structured like that.
It looks down on itself and then looks at you and goes, "Those?
Can you fuse?
This thing? No."
Too big state.
Yeah, do you have enough energy to get to your big state?
Well, now that I'm not being drained by this thing, I might be able to refresh it a little bit.
You're laughing at the voice?
Yeah, don't keep that up. The whole time.
Yeah. Not recommend.
Just do it, Naruto. Just give him the normal voice for no reason.
This is regressed once.
And this is my powerful
I'm tapping. If it talks, I don't want it. Just kill it.
How long
Looks
did
like
it take?
good eating.
As soon as you can fuse, you can get out of here. What it sounds like.
A little bit.
With me healing you would all help or nah?
Chatty, trying to cover conversation.
The one bit of energy
You was like, I'll do the rest. I'll do another 3.
He's like, you did a bit of a shit job there. Try a little harder, mate.
We're going to switch over to the main outside area. As Faridrin is basically walked into the centre of everything and has stood there. And as you've been standing waiting, a small crowd has started to gather around you.
Does anyone here actually think this is going to be a good fight?
Just chatting with the kids in the background.
Any reason your commander's too scared to fight me?
He's talking to some of the guys.
Generally-
They're all kind of mumbling to each other, and one of them looks up and goes,
Commander's pretty strong.
"You mean her?" As they point out, and essentially coming out from the side on this side of the
Oh,
cage,
we're lucky.
and wandering around this side. This is because it's impossible to do two things at exactly the same time. The moment your dispel has gone off is basically when she's walked out.
Fuck, I timed that perfectly.
The ingrates.
No, that's actually what I had timed out for it. For how long you guys would stay in there. She was going to stay in there for Faridrin to have like a minute to walk over, look at where
10
to
minutes
come over.
total was the time she was given. That would be about right.
I've like Ocean's 15 this and not told anyone.
Yes.
Like I'm secretly really good at this.
Yeah. As she walks up, and she is like walking with something that appears to be sort of attached, like on chains and stuff, and sort of like blankets and things all over it as she's sort of pulling it along. And it's just walking along with her. It's about half her height.
I'm slightly disturbed, not in a, oh god, scary, but mistreatment of animals kind of style thing as I'm watching a chained, clothed, like hooded thing come walking towards me.
Think the little kid who's put a sheet over themselves to be a ghost in Halloween, and then there's a chain just wrapped around it, pulling it along.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still disgruntled by it.
No, I just want to make sure the description.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like, what the fuck?
So she wanders over and basically plonks it in front of you, and sort of like this thing, and just sort of stands basically this distance away from you.
That's cool.
And she looks up at you and goes, "So you want to fight it?"
You wanted to test the mettle of your party. I guess this is your strongest champion. Is it sentient?
Of course. That's it.
The guys are passing around
Does it
beds.
have a name? Will it speak? Does it speak?
Do you know Goblin?
No.
Then
I'm the wrong character for that.
then I guess in your case it won't really sound like much. She leans down and starts chirping something into its ear, which you've heard before a couple of times. You realise she's talking Goblin to it. And the chain thing just kind of sits there.
Is it doing this voluntary?
It doesn't look like it's flighty.
I'm asking her.
Oh, okay.
Is it doing this voluntarily, or are you forcing it to do this?
She looks over you. Elaborate what you mean by doing what voluntarily? Fighting you voluntarily?
That and
Yes
the
and no.
experiments that you have put upon it?
Oh no, it definitely volunteered for that.
Okay.
Brings out forms.
Can I insight?
Work for that, please.
What are you going to gain from this, dude?
Nope. It's voluntary. What am I going to gain from this?
Yeah.
If it doesn't want to be doing this and it's forced into this, I'm going to be more pissed off with her than I am with it. I'm probably going to try and kill her rather than it. I don't like
In
that.
what scenario where there is a young creature that is oddly powerful, would it be normal for them to be oddly powerful? And it wasn't some sort of weird experiment against their will. That's why there's an age consent rule.
In this situation, supposedly, from what I know.
We don't know how old this goblin is.
Yeah.
True, but technically it could be pretty old. It's still moving?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
We get to what? 40 and then they're done? If I remember correctly?
50 to 60.
Fuck all compared to what? Anyway, good. Alright, well then. Unless anyone has any requests. Stand back.
Are you prepared?
One of the guards. is like,
Standing combat ready as she asks the.
Where do you go?
Play Freebird!
Yeah.
Oh, all right then. She turns and basically grabs the side of this chain cloth thing and just sort of whips it up and
Ken wasn't doing shit.
Oh, gross. You're going to be flamed to death.
It's the leaf.
Okay, it is the lead, yeah.
whips it up, and standing there is this somewhat greenish blue looking goblin with an entire arm that looks like it's just the form of like water, basically. So essentially, its entire right arm is like a water thing, and it's just
It's
you-
green actual.
blue is one, yes.
Cool. I know definitely green is. Just curious as to it. I'm assuming that's more from the magic, but anyway.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. All right.
Look out for water wind.
I
can't hear you. You're in another room. You can't.
No, the guards. I'm always here.
I would like everybody to roll initiative, even though it is faridrin and this thing fighting. You're all the sort of based off of what you're planning to do in initiative order.
It's Dex, right?
Yes.
Wait, alert.
I would have figured about it.
Oh.
Yeah, I got advantage.
We.
Oh yes, I would. Are you ranger as well?
No, but I'm a hunter, and I've got this, which gives me alert.
True.
Oh, shit.
Should've just gone for one of the couple was.
Means I get double though. I got 13.
You can't get it twice.
No.
I
Do you
know
add
should
dexterity to it?
Yeah.
Okay, so that makes mine 16. I've never done that.
So I have a -2 to initiative. I kind of min-maxed this character because it wasn't really too invested in it, but it kind of was. But mainly just wanted a character that worked. So it's got a very low dex score. So I got 7.
Also, some.
Yay!
Catch will go before faridrin
I got, good idea. You got 6
because your dex is lower than
Yeah. Oh,
Catch's.
yes, God,
I got 13.
So 13,
16.
16. Okay.
I'm weirdly prepared. I rolled a natural 20 when I got out of bed this morning.
And that was it for the day.
The rest of the day I've been killing it.
He had a great morning when he woke up, but everything else just turned to shit.
It was like one of those mornings where you like accidentally perfectly time everything you do.
But you also do it wrong.
Yeah. So like I start by doing the wrong action, but it turns out that's the correct action. But only a dickhead would do the wrong action to begin with.
I don't think I like this. Oh, no, it's alright.
Okay, so this is going to be fun messing around with. So
Yeah, cool.
I have added the guards into the initiative as essentially they just yelling and screaming. They won't actively they won't do anything at this stage. But if you guys aggravate the guards, they will be added in where I've added them.
Sounds good to me.
And only Matt was listening.
I was listening.
Okay.
I was naming them. How many are there?
It's going to yell and react. I'm not actually going to do anything.
It's more important, he says, as he's getting beaten in the face. At least I know your name was Jonathan.
It's not one.
You're a discount Johnny.
Did she put that into your brain, or have you put it into hers?
Smeesh.
Smeesh.
Who she put into your brain?
Okay.
I assume it goes first.
And then.
So it somehow rolled it wrong.
So the guards technically go first.
They all got nat 20s.
They all the guards are like "Yarr!" and just cheering. To which then the water creature, which I've dubbed as water goblin, goes.
Goblin.
Wobbling.
Which
That's what I hear. Wobbling, got it.
its name is now officially Wobbler.
Water goblin, Jesus.
It sees that you've like armed up a weapon, and it goes in goblin.
Which translates to.
Where it says, "Oh, okay, we're fighting with things."
Oh,
And its hand sort of goes out and expands out. The water basically forms what looks like some sort of ice clump.
It has ice magic too.
a club, not a scythe. Something sharp and thin.
It's a goblin.
All it knows is me.
Okay.
Whack.
It then sort of plonks the clump on the ground and then holds its hand out again and its hand just basically stretches out in front of it and sort of solidifies and just kind of slams in front of it. And basically, it's created a shield in front of itself.
Of the water?
Nice.
Of us. Cool.
And it's basically spent its turn arming itself.
Yep.
We move on to Johnny. Technically not in combat, so light is different.
Ah.
I rolled to persuade the frog to get on my head. Although you cannot see what I'm saying. No, it's going to be a hard roll. Sign language.
It's impossible.
Persuade us.
Nothing's impossible.
Actually, yes.
That's what I'm doing.
as
I
it-
want to persuade the frog to get on my head.
Roll with disadvantage because you're using visual to persuade it.
You know what
That's not good.
you know what you are right now, right?
Yeah.
You're mine.
You got So this performance or persuasion?
Persuasion.
Alright, that is 14.
I don't see the dice roll.
What did he roll?
8. You got 9 first and an 8.
Okay.
I thought it was a 1.
Aaron, you look down at this toad who looks at Johnny and goes, "Does he want this on his head?"
Yes.
Seems like it's could be acrobat.
No.
Oh.
Fuck, okay, oh my God.
To persuade it.
Oh, what a bully.
The toad goes, "You try to get it. We need to get it out of here first."
Yeah.
Okay.
It moves inside the little cage. Basically, you've got like a tent. Yeah, it moves over the side of the cage where there's like basically what looks like sort of a mechanical hose nozzle sort of set up, and there's like a small tunnel that's sort of just kind of stops and it looks up and it just goes, "That's probably where all my power is coming from. I guess there it could be a weak point or it could be a strong point."
Can I see that you guys have moved to one side?
Yes.
Oh.
Cool. I'll follow from the other side.
Where's that like pipe lead? Can I see?
That pipe looks like it leads out to where the droid first walked and pulled out a crystal.
Okay, so we've got the other
For you,
room.
apparently.
No, it's the same room basically had this drainage computer system on the other side where the diamonds were having the power for this toad drained into.
Okay. Yeah, your power's probably gone in there.
Can we break it?
Break it.
Yeah. Break out my power.
You could persuade me to follow where the pipe goes.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Aaron's turn now. The toad has spent its turn telling him it's.
Yeah.
I should have given you the orb.
So it is my turn.
It is Aaron's turn now.
Okay. So,
You need to
turn
roll
to you.
persuasion.
Turn to you. Point to the machine and go.
I will just remind Aaron, because Aaron is smart, may not be wise. You have message.
Oh yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
I start doing that and go, oh.
Right, I'm the dumb shit.
Break the machine.
What machine? You're gonna have to give me more than that.
I point to the machine.
Okay.
Like, you see how there's like a little machine at the corner of it? And then
Oh, right. I've got it.
smeesh. Wherever Dio is.
Cash. Your turn.
I've got this.
Fine.
Not in combat, but in the same area. Watching the fight.
Place the bet. Place the bet.
Or watching them preparing the fight. Is Catch going to do anything? Essentially, this is the setup you've seen.
I actually start going along the guards and bets, like the bets.
Walking along here.
Their asses.
This way or this way?
That's a Johnny thing to do.
That way?
Yeah, wherever there's
Okay,
those
so
guards.
Are you just walking along and stopping, saying place your bets?
Yeah, place your bets. Place your bets.
Okay. Roll me a persuasion.
Are you gonna get a fight with
Wait, are you still a child or have you trapped?
Teenager, not child.
Are you gonna get in a fight with somebody else's bookie? We're gonna have a side fight.
17?
Yep.
Yeah, that's that right.
So you walk past this group of guys here saying, place your bets, and you get two guys who turn it around and go, "Oh, yeah, two gold on the goblin." And they just basically turn back and just kind of plonk it through. They're not really paying attention to you. It's like they think you're following someone else's request and you're just wandering along.
Nice.
Faridrin.
I feel a con is
First of all-
successful.
Not putting money on me. Second of all, I should be able to be seen by eye on camera. I will
Yeah, just pop your head up.
walk up to the creature with my
5,
40 feet
10,
movement.
15, 20, 25,
Casually
30.
small.
Counted it out.
35.
Yeah, just. I will look down at this, 3, 4 foot goblin, like half my height. Okay, not too bad. About the size of most of the party.
That's
Pretty tall goblin. Yeah, that's legit.
It's lean.
The
I will
Well, I mean, most goblins are me.
nod to the thing and give it a. I do apologize for any pain that I caused you.
If speaking is considered a free action, it responds with.
And then I said,
You worship the wrong god. It's not me.
oh, 19. 26.
Cool. That'll hit.
Good hit.
10 damage. Bludgeoning.
No.
Chunk out of it. Nice, he's got going on with shield. Bit of a ginger at my head.
Cool. You just sort of make a smack at it as it sort of pulls up the shield to try and defend itself, and it just kind of goes bang and hits it, and part of the ice shield kind of shatters a little bit. And it sort of looks at the shield, and then looks at you, and then goes, the guard starts screaming stuff, and it goes to swing at you.
Oh my god, the shield was broken. That hasn't happened since
Thing's been put out.
fought off 6 men.
Wobbling.
Wobbling. Wobblins of all forms.
Weblin?
Weblin.
Wamping.
Weblin.
Weblin. And then doubling.
For ease of calculation, 18 if you're hitting.
Okay. One was hit, one was then. One was 18, one was 15.
Good. Look at you.
You take 4 bludgeoning damage as it swings this like club of ice, smashes you with it, and the club just shatters. And it looks at it and goes.
This was given to me by my late father. When I killed him. And took
Johnny.
his water.
I need no.
Okay, I need to destroy a thing. I think for a good second of what my most destructive ability would be that is deliberately caused.
Please tell me it starts with S and ends in Hatter.
Silent matter?
I don't think that's a cleric spell.
No, he'd have to use one.
You playing?
Yeah. It's the most intelligent
Double
stuff.
checking.
It just shows
Itself.
How powerful is guy
How
involved?
real is my stupid? No one knows.
the one
Yeah,
D
you're
something.
control.
It's radiant kind of damage, so it's.
It would be a bit of something like Thunderwave, being that it's a machine.
You
I mean,
are you level 9?
8.
After this, that happens to the next.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4d6 for
Yeah, Thunderwave would be pretty.
Just put a tiny hut over it.
Yes.
Sorry, can I just dispel it?
Dispelling it would get rid of all the magic there, though.
You're dispelling the machine.
Yeah.
You've already dispelled the cylinder thing that was.
Right, so I've turned it
The
off.
machine technically isn't magic. I'm giving you this. You can't dispel a tinkered thing.
It's a
Okay.
battery.
So, Earth Tremor or Thunderwave?
Make your choice.
I'll go with Thunderwave.
I feel like they would do more damage because Earth Tremor would, like, rock the actual ground on top of you.
Yeah.
Look, we all know the spell he needs to choose, but he can't choose it because he's got a stupid bracelet on that is fork with it.
What spell are you talking about?
Shatter.
Oh. I think I have Shadow.
You should.
As a bard,
No.
I think you
Did
did.
you get rid of it? You used it already.
We just don't have it. I have Earth Tremor, Guided Bolt.
I was
I
gonna
can
say,
create
what?
more. It seems right. I thought my electricity
Mikey,
water. Cloud of daggers, I'll slowly wear.
Aaron, it's your turn next as well, by the way.
To be ready for whatever. Okay, thunder wave. What do I need to roll for that?
I believe that things have to roll a save to it.
I feel like it's a con save. That's right, I got it.
Does the machine have a con?
Yes,
strong is the-
everything has some form of constitution, at least 10.
Yeah.
I just spelled it wrong.
Why are you crying?
I think it's just a flat roll.
I'm
Con save. And
Please describe it just so I'm not.
a wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature with a 15-foot cube originating from you. 15-foot cube, it'll be fine distance-wise, I'd assume. I don't know where everything is.
Oh shit,
Con save on failed 2d8 thunder damage. In addition, any unsecured objects that are completely within the area are automatically pushed 10 feet. Also, if they fail, they get pushed 10 feet. If you're casting it higher, increase it, and it also goes kaboom when it happens. 300 feet around. A thunderous
You are within 10. You are within 15 feet of him. The cage I have told you is 10 in total size, and he's standing at the edge.
Okay, let me just double check.
Well, I give a con save to the top.
You're not going to count it.
No, not that big kaboom.
And the
Someone's
toe
gonna
dies.
hear. I want to get out of there.
Mission fail.
Snake.
What's the spell save DC?
No. What's your spell?
16.
Oh, thank fuck.
You take half damage and non-motion.
Okay, I just need it.
160, yeah, half of that push. Yeah. I'm waiting for that. I want that to come up.
Everyone wants that to come up.
This thing never comes first.
Everyone wants the 20 to be rolled.
Unless it's a...
Okay.
I don't want 20 to be rolled, please. It's painful. Thank you,
Do I want to use that to escape? Or should I just use Misty Stepping? How far is like the edge of the base? It's over 30 meters. Right?
Feet.
30 feet.
Also, if you go completely left, there's a forest.
Yeah.
It's the closest exit, possibly.
You can't see out of where you are in this area as well.
So if you get out through the building, then you can teleport into
This, no, basically this area is a roofed. Like
You've just made it so we can see it.
Yeah. I put a roof there, be even harder to describe. What's the damage?
Not a good start. 7. Is it 2d8?
Did you get a 0?
Yeah.
That's 10.
Oh.
17. That is. How can you get 10 on a D? You're rolling the wrong dice.
That's fun.
Thank you. That was funny. 4. 7.
11 thunder
Is
damage.
it 2d8 or is it
2d8.
It's 2d8.
Yeah.
So 11 thunder damage.
As long as
So
it's
those run up or down or half?
down.
Run
Down.
Okay, so it's 5 damage.
As this thunderous wave goes
Oh,
off,
sorry.
you watch as Aaron. You watch as the two goes into the side of the cave. As you go and resist this. Johnny, as you've just blasted this thunderous wave off, you notice at the same time the side of the cage seems to just kind of shatter with this, and part of this sort of computer console in front of you just kind of breaks as well.
I
And
did it.
bits of it fly in different directions, and inside there appears to be sort of like half a balloon-looking diamond thing that's just kind of stabbed in there.
Oh.
And it's kind of it's
So
shaking.
Can I just grab
Is
it?
the glass around me shaking?
Part of it has shattered.
You're like, ooh.
So I go.
From the end of the wave that's just gone off.
Yeah, can I grab that?
As
Reactionary? Sorry, bonus action?
bonus action to reach to grab for it. Yeah. So you reach out. Give me a strength save. Strength check. So it'd be athletics.
8.
Aaron, you watch as this toad just got into the side of the cage next to you, and then you look over at Johnny, who start trying to pull some sort of gem out of the machine,
Help
and
me,
it's basically
Johnny.
scattered around it.
I want to eat it.
The parrot looks up at you and goes, "Rescuers!" Oh! And it's gonna walk down.
Is anyone else thinking of that episode of Family Guy where they're trying to get the dead frog out the window?
Yes.
Can we tell the frog that it wasn't me?
You can communicate verbally with each other now.
There's a hole.
Is he unconscious?
He's just lying. Is he? No,
I'm
he's just
sorry.
lying like he's
Not
he's
Kill.
the equivalent of someone who's dazed. I don't think there's a proper dazed.
pretty
Yes. There should be some form of.
Well, not an official
I
dazed.
go to pick him up.
He's been frogged.
There's a condition one if it's an actual condition. He's dazed for flavor. He's just lying there.
Labor Day.
I go and pick him up. I'm so sorry.
He's about Thea's size.
Yeah, I'll pick him up.
Yep.
And
You were useful.
and I'll take him over to the machine.
So you walk over to the edge of this sort of machine thing. Yep.
Yep.
I can't get it out. Do we put him in?
Put him closer to
Let me help him. Why shouldn't be more cash?
You
Technically,
understand that this being is the one thing that's controlling all of water magic. If it dies, it's gone. We've explained this to Balgor, the Phoenix.
I don't think he cares.
No, I don't get it. I'm like, no, it's a fairy tale.
so Aaron, you walk over and you hold the toad out.
So one of those plays of things.
All this thing that Johnny's trying to pull and shove.
Where's the book?
Oh yeah, yeah, the crystal.
Reading.
It just kind of goes, "Nah," and its tongue just kind of wraps around the crystal, and it just gulps it. And you say,
What's wrong with me?
"Fine, I will roll as brick."
I can feel inferior, that's all.
Oh, you rolled a 20, didn't you? I feel it's
Immortal. It eats the entire machine.
ridiculously more strong than you.
Holy shit, I want this frog now. Put it on my head and eat my enemy.
It fell over a roll, but it was a 20.
Fantastic.
This toad just goes, and this sort of piece of diamond is in its mouth, and it's kind of construing the side of its mouth a little bit, and it just kind of sits in, just goes,
That's it, you need to chew with your non-existent teeth.
It's an everlasting gobstopper.
Sid, go look out for
Sid is sitting by like this wave of just water that's just hit him from this thunder wave that's just blasted this water everywhere, and he's just reached and he's just standing there going,
Watch out for the leader. Now.
What? I can't hear anything.
Oh my god.
It's really loud in here.
So all the frogs chewing it, I just pick him up, put him in my head. And then we give him gap it out.
It is not your turn.
Your head has been.
Damn it.
I've got to get hit in the face. Hurrah!
Catch.
There's going to be a thunderclap during the fight.
Catch. You get to here. And you're going, place your bets, and everybody just hears this massive boom. And all the guards kind of mid-shout all kind of look in the direction of the cave.
It's like you're
I
in the house with the frog goes.
So, back the way you can. Still saying place your bets? No. Probably stealth.
You're reading the room.
Becoming wallpaper.
I
Fair
think so.
You hear a massive boom. There's still an enemy in front of you.
I assume I can figure out it's from that way.
17.
No. Hear the gods as they cry in glory. What's the word for it?
Glory?
No. Let's pick him shortly. In jubilation at the glory of faridrin. As I again swing at it.
A deception.
No, I don't know what's happening to me.
I know, but whether this confuses people.
They think it's you.
I am getting the same fucking dice
17.
constantly.
Okay.
I'm better at intimidating. D.
There are murmurs amongst the guards.
It is a 12. Well, I had a bonus. 12 for persuasion or whatever it was.
Yep.
And then you want me to whack him in the face? Well,
Well, you want
that was my yes.
And it was 16.
10, 3 and 3.
Yeah, 16, sorry, not 17.
There's literally a thing saying stealth.
Yes,
Oh,
it says 4.
that would be a 17.
you go and swing, and the goblin thing just goes and puts the shield in front of it, and it just connects with the shield.
Good. Next.
Some of these guards start sort of mumbling to each other, and they're oh, is that what causes this? Some of these guys are sort of mumbling to each other as well.
How far away is this fight?
Sit you down in your chair.
Here.
Here we go.
Oh, fuck, it's right in front of the tent.
Yes.
Fuck that idiot.
How can I get in the tent then?
We have a mission.
Good girl.
The mission is not to pick up a book.
No, I'm not thinking about the book, I'm thinking about the research and that they've actually collected.
17, 19?
1. Of the two. 18.
Okay.
Bring the book back to Drew, you'd be happy.
I get the book.
Wait. What's it hitting me with?
It swings its arm back like this, the shield sort of slides back. It just goes and tries swinging at you and punching you with its fist.
Where's the druid right now?
Over there.
Does it have the tavern brawler feat?
No, it has a ability called
Okay.
what?
Because
Whale? No.
you've got a reason for it, that's fine. I'm just saying. Proficiency would not be added to a
Sorry. Whelming fist.
whelming. Not overwhelming or underwhelming, just whelming.
Can you please make me a strength save?
$14? Because I rolled really shit.
Okay, so you take 8 bludgeoning damage,
Yeah.
and as its fist slams into you, it elongates out, and your head is encompassed basically with its arm of water.
Moist.
You are considered grappled in its arm.
Is it just your head, though?
It's just his head.
Oh, that's the worst kind of grappling.
How long can Faridrin hold her breath?
If you're going by standard, it's Constitution modifier for holding the 10 minutes. Something for your const. I can research it for you. It's going to take a while for her to suffocate if we're going by second rounds.
If then who would you watch? Like, come on, drown me already.
Drown me, Daddy.
I've got work to do.
I need to be luggage again.
Get to whoever's next, because
Johnny.
Grab the frog. Yeah, it's time to go. Even I'm aware.
hey, Bob.
You do realise putting it on your head. It's not hiding it, it's putting it on your head.
No, I'm doing it because I can run faster than a frog can jump.
You want
And he's eating.
While sitting on it's
Yeah, exactly.
sucking on things.
It's not-
And it just kind of looks at you and just kind of like weird slippery hand just kind of grabs onto it.
Sweet, let's go.
But most like it knows what's about to happen. It's just going bracing for whatever's about to happen.
10 rounds of combat and drown.
Okay.
Which means I fall down to 0 hit points. And go unconscious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will just follow you on your turn where you can.
So your action is to follow you.
Yeah.
That's cool. The toad's action is to hang on to.
Yeah.
You're technically two beings.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I can also like disguise or put a hut down and be invisible. I can hide in the corner for Pete's sake.
Disguise, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Put a big hat on.
Oh no, it's Fitz that has the monocle? No, you have the monocle.
No,
No, first there's the monocle.
Fitz has the monocle. Oh.
no. Skeleton.
Oh, yes.
Robust skull. Grab the
He's
monocle.
using the monocle to make himself not look like a cat.
Yeah.
Oh no, was that just the discussion that was had?
Yeah.
Okay.
So he looks like a person.
He made one look like a
No.
It's a very
No. He dressed one up and he used the monocle on himself. Yeah, sorry.
Because I made a haha, there's a cat running around. And you're like, no, he's not a cat. Nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Is this a full circle?
Can you not call him like
What do you mean?
So is there actually stuff people here and here as well?
Like there's I guess if you wanted to go real reference and things.
Tent would probably be right.
Donuts.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's more just a question of I don't want to be hitting someone else with things. I'm just curious as to how far away I am. Who's next?
Okay, it's me.
Right. Hi.
As I sneak around the outside of the door and see if anyone's looking in the general direction.
Roll stealth.
That was calm.
Huh?
Yes. No, it's Dex, sorry. What?
Yes.
9.
Did you think stealth is constant?
I looked at Dex and said calm.
You open the door and you sort because it's not quite fully closed. And you open it and you I think it's safe.
Didn't say anything.
And, okay.
You gesture. Safety. Safety.
You just to safety.
I nod and I go.
Was it like
Thanks.
perception? Was it a perception roll as well? 'Cause
No.
it was just.
You know you're sneaking out. Are you going to continue sneaking on this roll?
No, to open the door was to check. It wasn't to sneak.
Oh, is that so? You weren't rolling for stealth to sneak out. You were rolling out to.
To look.
Okay, roll me a perception then.
That's why I was really confused.
What is?
Fucking hell. That's a 4. Looks good enough.
There's people out there, but they're pretty far away. It's safe. There's no one guarding you.
Isn't that the tent?
No, that's
They're coming out of.
Where's the tent?
Yeah, where's the
I
10?
thought that was meant to be the tent because I'm facing north, right?
tents over here. You guys are like there.
Okay, thank you. That explains things to me.
Oh, wait.
We said, where's the tent? He went, donuts.
No, he asked where's the building, and I said donuts.
How fast can you run?
Asking about the tent.
Fairly fast. I've been chased before.
Right.
I'd say that with a knowing nod. 30.
We're going around the back.
Ah.
As I slowly walk out.
Walk out and just gonna
Can
go
I minor illusion?
and just step on a guard's foot. And looks at you.
Knock him out.
I'm using that. What do you call it? The mind trick?
Cast the spell if your action was to proceed.
Is my action to proceed?
Your action.
Hide.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'm stopping there.
So you're stopping while standing on the guy's foot.
Ooh, I can't do anything else.
I know. Catch.
Could quickly make us invisible.
Heading to the children's day.
Well, yep, you've made it to them. All of you kind of gather around the mini talking much nonsense.
Stand on
I
him.
guess we start talking to
I rolled badly.
like the youngest sort of one.
I didn't see him.
Are you guys like? How did you guys end up here?
Some of them all come mumbling to each other and something like, apparently we're possibly like adaptable to magic and things, and it's quite rare, and so we've come here to train that. And some of them are like, no, we went to the school in Rowan Bay, and then they found us here, and they brought us here. And one of them's like, no, they came around villages and stuff. They found us. They all had different
I have a lot of
conflicting kind of
debt.
stories. Seems to vary that they were.
Yeah, 1-year-old guy.
How are you?
I had a lot of debt.
My dad had a gambling.
I mean, tents are annoying and kind of cold at night, but I mean, we're learning magic.
Danny DeVito from Hercules.
would you not rather learn magic at an actual school?
Some of them kind of mumble to each other.
What's a school?
Schools are boring. Yeah, this is fun. We get to blow things up when we can. Well, when we can. They sort of mumble to each other again.
It's like stream education. It doesn't really make sense. But
You know,
somehow
I
they get a
could
degree.
offer you better magic.
There,
Can I look at you? Like what?
Similar to what I did.
Some of them, a couple of them kind of moving. Oh.
You slimy devil.
He's trying to
Roll.
save the children.
Roll me a persuasion.
Oh, that's a good one for you.
uh, 25?
They all kind of talk to each other and sort of mumble. What do we do? Yeah. Just yell and scream? No.
Pledge yourself to my god.
What do we do? What are we supposed to do?
I get in contact with my god, so to speak. And I no, hey, I got some more followers.
It's just you sitting there communing?
Yeah.
I was going to say, which one? Okay, now I know which one. Don't they all have a hand on you right now? Here's mine and yours.
I don't give a shit about your twos. Name is Azathoth.
Evermore.
Azathoth.
As more moth? As?
Thoth.
Thoth.
Altogether.
Yes, Thoth.
There you go.
And Manura.
Pray to him.
Jolly.
Mom, what
Pray
was
to answer. He can
Who's
grant
he?
you power.
Who is he?
I know I'm on my face.
The slumbering one.
Like a god that sleeps.
Mother god.
A god that sleeps. I haven't heard of it. Have you heard of? No, I haven't heard of a father god. Gods don't sleep. That's stupid. Why would a god sleep? That's weird. They sort of start arguing with each other about why gods would sleep, and this sort of 12-year-old kid has not been talking the entire conversation. It's just been like,
That's the one
everything
that
you've been
is school shooter. I've been scared of the quiet ones.
Faridrin.
Okay,
Am I wrong?
I have.
No.
Now, you have it in front of you. Remind me, grappled is disadvantage or cannot attack? I feel like it's disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Yes. I.
You also can't move away from the thing that's grappling you.
Well, that's absolutely fine. If I could, he'd probably just continue to stretch his arm anyway. I will open my mouth and.
Relinquish all your air immediately, but yep.
No.
Okay.
I have lungs.
Continue.
And I will breathe out ice. Or cold. And attempt to. That's why I want to see who was around. It's 15-foot cone, and I didn't want to kill anyone.
Okay.
I wasn't intending to try and kill. No, not intending to try and kill
No, they're
them.
part of the Phoenix Army. Fuck them.
Only when they attack me. And also they're weak, so it's meh. Try and do it. It is a dex. I mean, if it's holding me, can it really move? Actually, it's a con, by the way. But I don't know if you would. I mean, it is point blank and it's not really able to move. But I will let you decide that yourself.
I mean, if it's a con, it's more about whether it's going and resisting it than it is about moving.
A con and pro. So that
19?
Yep, it will pass.
Cool.
So it will take. No, I think we'll these three. These three. $13 cold damage. It's probably resistant to anything that it can make ice like I can.
So, Catch, you kind of look up and you watch as Faridrin's head's in this sort of glob of like water. Faridrin opens up her mouth, and then the glob of water just turns into ice as this cone of just ice just goes that way. you are stuck in an ice thing around your head, unable to breathe, and are considered within.
I still have 9 rounds of breath in my lungs. Let's say one left for breathing.
You've breathed out because you let out air inside water, but you've also gone from having liquid around you to a solid thing within you.
Yep, that's
So
all.
I'll give you half as many rounds for holding your breath version. So if you've gone through 1 round, you've got 4 left.
Keeping track.
Risky move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
It's now solid.
So,
Next.
Guards continuing mumbling and grumbling with each other.
They've stopped paying attention to the awesome fight we're having. Actually, before I blast my ear, can I check what the captain's like? Is she paying attention?
Sure, roll me a perception to see how much you.
Wibbly wobbly wibbly wobbly. Nope.
You can't see shit.
Every time it's something side, it's fuck all. 2, 5.
more like 6.
No, it was water before. I said before it happened, I want to look. So it's refracted weird stuff. All I can just see is helmets and shiny stuff. So I don't remember. What? Have you never been in a pool and looked up?
It's not what I'm looking at you like that for.
What are you looking at me like different?
Stop being penis.
Sorry, I lost my spell that I was about to cast. Sorry.
Ice knife. Straight through the throat.
Where did you go, you stupid?
I assume it's a homebrew.
No, it's how quick can you search up spells? Wherever you're searching.
What's the name?
Watery sphere.
He's racing me to do it very quickly.
10-foot radius. What are you looking for?
Watery
Yeah,
sphere.
what in particular are you looking for it?
Cast it on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
What, is it something you want me to tell? Okay, you want me to tell you what it is. Right. You conjure a sphere of water with a 10-foot radius at a point you see within range. The sphere can hover in the air, but no more than 10 feet off the ground. Sphere remains for the duration of the spell, which is 1 minute. Concentration. Any creature in the sphere must make a strength saving throw. On the successful save, the creature is ejected from that space to the nearest unoccupied space outside it. Huge or larger creatures succeed the saving throw automatically. Failed save, it's restrained within it. Each turn you repeat the saving throw at the end. Can hold 4 medium or smaller.
Does it do damage to you, or are you just...
It just holds you.
Cool.
But you can then lift the orb up and throw it off the edge of the thing and then turn it off, so...
It moves back.
Is its arm not part of him?
As it moves back, its arm basically detaches from its body, and a bit more of the liquid sort of starts generating out.
Ice dagger.
Like
And-
anyone who has ice limbs and any show ever can detach it at any point.
I've got an ice knife.
It then sort of moves this sort of bony looking water hand as it slowly regains sort of like water muscle and casts water sphere on you.
I'm no longer restrained?
You're still
Holding me?
You're still frozen inside a frozen thing in your head.
No,
Your
I don't
mind-
think needs to move. I'm just trying to find out, because restrained would mean disadvantage on it, would it not?
You're trying to sort out it.
The save is a strength save. The question is,
Yep.
being restrained from that, or having that effect on me, do I have disadvantage on the save?
Yes, because you have to hold your breath.
Good. That's what I wanted to know. I want to say 18, but it's actually higher than. 13, 17, 20.
Cool. You save. So you're rejected out of the water.
In the nearest space.
So
And now there's a bowl of water in front of me and a knife in my face.
You're suffocating still?
Yeah, there's still ice wrapped around my head.
Cool.
But at least now it's not water attached to me.
Johnny. As you see Aaron step on a guard's foot.
Right. I'm not used to helping other people get out of their idiot jams.
Got to change from combat.
I'm trying to
Am
find.
I like right behind you when you're stepping on their foot? Like, are we like, am I like close to your butt? Well, we were sneaking out, weren't we? You like, are we Scooby Doo moving together?
Up to you.
Yeah, so am I there?
Yeah.
Cool, I just quickly reach over you and chuck and grasp them.
Cool.
Because I assume he's not looking at me, he's looking at you, so I just quickly go.
You're technically going through his space, which he would allow. But yeah. Roll a hit.
Is the anything and the attack?
Four.
Aaron, you watch, and Johnny, his hand just goes, and it just goes sparks, and the guy's head face seems to be like another hand. Like he's cast it not quite far enough.
See in there.
Oh, there you go.
He knows you're there now.
I then go for the quick eye check.
Basically, it's this.
Well, I've got his attention, it's up to you now.
And it is up to you.
I use that cosmic spell monitor.
Oh shit, I forgot
You
the
just
level
got
D100.
fucked up. Go to the medical team. It's a wisdom save.
16?
Or I have a. I think 16.
It's 8 plus proficiency.
He looks at you, and then looks at Aaron, and goes, "Oh," and turns and bolts this way.
Technically, we saved his life by not killing him. I don't like being a hero, let's go and kill him. Go quickly try and
Oh, no, he's going to a perfect spot. Yes, keep heading towards that group of guards.
The skeletons.
Johnny, roll me a perception.
Where'd it go? Ah, no, it's there. Oh, he's Skelly.
And I'm very feeling for them. So everyone else is
Well.
walking away.
Your head's getting heavier.
Yeah, well.
Can I react to that?
No, because only Johnny knows about this.
No, fuck.
Oh god, I'm gonna
I feel like he said fat prop. Oh, yes, I'm not going to really react.
Catch!
Hola!
Surrounded by a bunch of kids communicating and arguing with each other about God sleeping.
And one just looking at you really weird.
Y'all missing the point. Hi.
Hi.
Interested then.
Pop, pop.
Oh, so close. Intention counts, I guess.
What do I do?
Speak to him.
Hi, pop, pop. I don't hear anything.
This kid's a little slow, but that could be worked to your advantage.
I don't hear anything. Am I supposed to hear something?
Anything? No. Okay. Do you miss your family?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah, you want to go back to your family?
Yeah. Yeah. I can tell them about Foff Foff.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Pull out a little piece of paper and pin it.
As you're pinning it, a spider runs out of his shoulder. And then bites into his shoulder.
Ooh.
All of a sudden, he transforms into an eldritch horror,
I hope.
devouring everything within 60-foot
Could have
range.
been worse.
You're now with your family.
I could roll a 1d100, but one of you guys can.
That's a 32.
Is it?
Yes, that's 30. And that's
Yeah, but it was sitting at 50 as well.
You watch this kid who's just staring at it, and his eyes look like they're kind of glazed over.
You would
And then
prefer
he starts kind of,
He just got fucking stoned.
where'd everybody go?
No,
Oh, shit.
It's the spider. hops off it and lands back on you.
I mean, that's a 2 instead, so I think a 32 is probably a better answer than a 2. That's a reroll for a cocked up.
As the guard who's moved technically off his own action has now moved an action and run that way. Some of the guards have looked in his direction. As he's screaming, "What's wrong with me? I'm in pain! I've been fucked up!" Running to the medical bay.
Excuse me.
I want to imagine it's popping up it.
Stand up.
As of off the blind fool.
Blind
So an 18 to hit you.
There's my AC.
Is he a blind
Cool.
fool? No.
It's one of his names.
Oh. That's funny.
You take. No, 12 damage.
He looks stressed out.
Warlock is gonna have much of it. You can't see anything. Shit.
I'm enjoying this.
Right, let's do an adventure. Aside
Yeah.
from combat.
That's the point.
Shouldn't it be red?
No, because they're not in combat.
Yeah, we spoke out of combat.
Yeah.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Am I not after him?
Get
'Cause
contact.
these guys had an
I mean,
interaction.
Faridrin
He
contact.
had an interaction. He had an interaction. Now you're going back here. I feel like you skipped me for a
I
time.
have, yes. I apologize.
Rewind.
That's what I mean. I
Record skip.
am going to lay on hands, heal myself back up to full, and then try and headbutt. Actually, no, charge him
Okay.
with my ice spike.
So,
That's just this is an action.
Yep.
So this is movement, just running towards the thing that I can
get
see.
an action.
Kind
An
of. I'm
action?
assuming pursue.
You're in a persuasion mode at the moment.
He's talking to people.
Yeah. I
Didn't know there was a persuasion mode, but okay.
You're always in a persuasion.
Anywho,
what was your intention with talking to the kids?
Oh.
just saying,
No, just,
like,
as a player, what
there are a bunch of little kids that have been
Yeah.
taken from their homes potentially. So,
Yeah, so you're-
No,
yeah, which was like, I was like, okay, well,
then I'll kill you.
here's a god. He'll give you more power. Have fun with that.
You like magic?
Are you going to stick around with them, or are you trying to leave? Like,
Well, at this point, now that this kid's been made blind and he does want to go home, I'm probably gonna squirrel him away.
okay, so
Force him away.
you'll be moving him further away.
Holding.
Oh, shit.
Get in there.
How long can you hold your breath?
Re-add your health back on and then.
Yep. What have you
So
said?
it's technically over here.
Ah, right, okay. We'll reverse that math. Cool.
Yep. So back in combat. Roll.
Can
Because
I go first? Or was it at the start of the round? Okay, cool. Carry on.
I'm going back to you because it's you who skipped before.
Yeah.
So
Okay. That's
So-
being the case.
roll me an intelligence.
You need to change dice.
I agree. Can you read that from there?
I know it's low. I can't read exactly.
Just by the look on my face and the lack of two numbers.
Yeah. I think it might be a 6 or an 8.
Where it doesn't matter either way. It's the net.
Hey.
It's the net. Not a net.
So you lay your hands to yourself.
It was one of the two numbers I
They're
did.
rolling back that attack.
It wasn't a random guess.
I wouldn't be doing that.
Okay, no, that's rolling.
I mean, I don't technically need to myself, but yeah, anyway. Carrying on. Yes, so intelligence to figure out what the fuck's going on.
Figure out which direction everything's in. Essentially, you begin a sphere and you flip backwards. You're disorientated for which way is which.
You run into a guard.
What,
Okay, good smash.
what is your plan?
Right, so now my plan would be, I haven't been hit again from a side. I would probably just go, if I can,
The ground.
Tears of blood.
as far as I need to free myself with force.
Okay. Roll an attack.
That's much better. 18.
What kind?
With strength. Because you're basically not worrying when you're aiming, you're just strength.
Oh, fuck. It's 16. Sorry.
Cool.
It's what happens when you just keep
what's
guessing the same numbers.
You probably don't actually, because you're more possible. Yeah.
Yeah, 18 strength.
Yeah, you
Perfect
just
thoughts,
basically
right, at least
slam
you
into
guys
the just get to the
Give me a 6 or an 8 still.
That was the dirty trick.
as you look up and there's just a water sphere floating in front of you.
So you can see through the water, the greeny, bluey thing that did it.
Yep.
That'd be great if
That is what I'm saying to him.
as a
That is the
paladin
dirty
takes a
trick.
cup, drinks a bit of the water.
And I will then turn to see for the
Appears out of
captain.
nowhere.
Wanting to just
She's over here, she's just looking like she's writing notes down.
look at her, trying to pretty much just say, you know, well, at least it had some form of strength and no fear. And will. Is that my action to smash it, I assume?
Yes. You can move it and bonus action.
Smash.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm
I'm good. I won't do a bonus action.
wait, hold on. Where you guys are doing this one?
Yeah, we're over there.
Yeah.
Bidding,
I'm trying to
bidding, 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 bidding.
different.
Probably just gonna start killing people.
I'm
I know, I'm just saying.
Yeah.
The kids are occupied over there. Probably can't kill them. That's fine.
you can't, I haven't been statted.
Exactly.
The children.
No, the children have been stated, I just have
Oh, they
it
can
in the
now.
initiative.
Yeah, as long as they're over that way, they'll be fine.
Yes, it's all come here. You have children that have been scattered.
Yes, buddy. But we don't kill children.
We just convert.
Correct.
18.
Is the
I'll
AC.
take them. So.
It
When they're young.
stands here in his arms.
Basics of religion. Come on. Walk away.
Yep. Two ones and a 5.
7.
Plus 2.
9.
1.
You take 9 damage as this arm whips
Three
you.
less than last turn. Yay. Than what it was meant to be last turn. Yay. Cool. 9 damage to me. Yep. Don't you worry about me. You keep doing your mission.
Alright, you're good.
I told you what to. Well, I was meant to tell you what to do, but you never came out. So the thought was initially that you were going to be standing in a circle, and I can tell you, oh, you should have fucking saved that thing. But you already done it.
I thought we were going to start there as well.
Yeah. That's right. This is even better.
That's what happens when you leave me out of the loop. I make a new loop.
Calling. Sweet. It was 9. Yes. Yeah. Cool. I got my numbers. Who's next?
I'm gonna make myself invisible and fuck off.
What level are you casting it at?
Level 3.
Yourself.
Yeah.
Am I correct?
Oh, right. I forgot.
Hold on a sec.
Does that include my attire?
But you can make 2 other, at least, dudes invisible.
Yeah,
So
I'll make
you're
myself invisible too.
Emperor.
Or
You're like, oh, what?
or it looks like a flying.
Can I do
Lyrical bard.
2 targets. total.
2 targets total.
Didn't we work this out already?
No, you're casting at 4.
Oh, I see.
Clerical bard.
A good cleric?
That's right.
Would it actually happen?
His
No,
spells are
it's invisibility.
No, it's a bard. But I know, I think it's a racial skill actually. I think it's in once a day.
And that's yourself.
Yeah.
That's you can't target other things. It's yourself.
Oh.
That's.
Can I minor illusion the frog to be a bird?
Just sitting there.
Yeah.
You can.
Roll me a concentration. Because technically casting a spell while invisible makes you visible. As well.
Okay. Then I'll rewrite
I'm assuming bird being invisible. But the concentration is basically whether you can hold this concentration on the illusion and also be invisible.
Okay, cool.
Technically, you're not supposed to be able to do this, but
15.
I'll be talking about 2 actions. They're not both con.
no, but it's 2 spells.
Is it
Yeah,
just
it's 2
straight
concentration spells, which is why I'm.
Yeah, 2 actions.
Racial trait, not necessarily. Oh no, because you're
No,
casting it at will. Yes, yep.
15, is that good enough?
Keep arguing
Was
with the
that
DM,
plus
man.
anything?
He'll die eventually.
Yeah.
I will allow 1 round so far for Johnny to have gone invisible
Yeah.
and the toad to have gained wings.
Cool.
Whatever it is, the illusion you have.
Seagull!
A static image of a seagull.
Yeah, that's good enough. Okay.
Can I react to that and say something?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's
So when I sprint, that's like double my speed, right?
Dashing.
That's an action. You only have movement.
Okay, so I only got 30.
Go around the back.
Yeah. So where are we currently? We're there. Where's that on
Where
the
the
map?
wooden. We're up.
Like, you guys, you come out here in this area here.
Okay, so I'm going up. I'm not going down.
Oh, you're going.
Although we
Yeah.
could go around the back
Yeah,
of the tent.
no shit.
back of the tent.
No, we're going back of the area. That's probably not smart.
No, I'm gonna go into the forest in the top left
From
hand
the
corner.
furthest fucking way you can to get away from everyone. Yeah, north.
Yeah, I'm gonna go north and then left.
Go. Johnny,
Do you see a
You know
seagull?
where Falco is, right?
No, I forgot. I just
Would have known? He's out the front.
oh, like down there at one.
Yeah.
down this
Okay.
way.
So no, my plan is to go to the forest and maybe go past the fence on the outside, not on the inside.
Maybe go past.
I'll be on
You know, to the beach, you'd be like,
Aaron, you watch as
left or right side?
Aaron, you watch as this static image of a seagull. No movement, no nothing. Just almost like one of those old, really bad CGI kind of things. Just moves. Like someone's going to clip art thing. Just
Like
think of it that way.
Did you see that animation thing where they were bitching about Pokemon and there was like the Wingull had no movement when it was moving around the map? Exactly.
Aaron,
In a quick glance, you wouldn't question it.
technically, I shouldn't be allowing this.
Hey, I'm working with the tools I have.
That is your protosystem.
If I wasn't going to be that, I was going to take a round and make a painting and put it on my head and run with that. I have no artistic skill.
Do you have a sack?
No.
A hat? Mr. Look, I now have a hat. It's a baggy rasta hat. But
Yeah,
I have
but
a hat.
I'm not invisible. I would make the picture and then it'd be invisible.
It turned to Sid. You see who's seen him?
You're gonna just kill all the people that.
Oh my god, how many people spotted a bird just leave?
These 2 towers have 2 guys who look in this way. There's a bunch of guys who are here right now. And there's also guards who
Yeah, I would straight up.
prove it. That is what I'm currently rolling for.
Oh fuck.
That's all you'll live behind.
Run to the hills. Run for your life.
Maybe you should just wait and pounce on the ones that come after me. Tiger.
I sent a message to Catch. See if you can steal any info from the main tent. Research about this, the toad.
Has he?
I think it's 120. Yeah, is it?
Aaron.
What?
And you're gonna tell Aaron the good news?
It's Aaron.
What tent?
The main tent that's opposite you. If you're here, it's gonna be over there.
Okay.
That team, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what I get?
Excellent.
And if I do that, I'm gonna use my movement to follow the seagull.
Anywhere you can see within some length of distance.
Has anyone seen my floating bird?
Actually, no, you don't have to do that.
Pretty sure message can reach that far.
I'm gonna take 1%.
200. You have to either see it here, or be able to see it, or state a specific distance and direction. You can bring along objects. You can also
Oh, you
bring
can what,
one
dimension?
willing creature of your size or
I've
smaller
got dimension door as well.
who is carrying their stuff.
Just grab me by the collar and yeet me through a door?
Can't, because you have 2 creatures.
Oh, right.
That's what I was thinking about in the area. 'Cause you'll
Grab
have
my
and you.
So anyway,
A spell.
hey
The
kid,
dimension door.
Yeah.
Because I had dimension
So
door
look
as
at
well.
his eyes not anything over, and he's like,
But I couldn't get everyone out
Hi.
as well as
hey,
Steve
what
as well.
just happened?
I have no idea. Something
Grab
bit
the
me,
toe.
and everything went black. I'm
If-
still here.
Say that. If all shit.
You can see now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Well,
Do you want to come with me and I can get you home at some point?
You're indoctrinating. I like it.
I get an award.
As to go home to mum and dad
Yeah.
on the farm.
Dad, beat this thing.
Okay. That's fun.
Take my hand.
Okay. He grabs your hand.
Yeah, dimension door.
So where are you?
So the 10, where am I? I'm
left
here.
center.
So
And
that's
it's over there.
so into what the entrance of. Do you have to be able to see where you're teleporting to?
Except to know it.
She can. So if she knows the distance, she can literally say 5 more feet from the door in her head.
Okay.
Go 5 more feet.
Cool.
Or she can say right at the front. Or
I'd go.
think of a place that you've been before and go there as long as it's within range.
You want me to go there?
Yep, I know. I'm telling Sam.
So yeah,
that's how it works.
at the door, in the door.
So inside, you basically
Or something.
and appear inside, and as you both kind of this little kid's kind of look around, going, what just happened? You sort of look around, get your senses. You were basically in what looks like an army sort of arranged tent with a bunch of paperwork and things everywhere, and there's a table sitting in the middle of it, and there's a few maps and things here and there.
Grab maps.
Okay.
Go to the table.
Go to the table. Yep.
Grab
Look.
the table.
Yeah, grab the table.
So you wander over to the table and just look at
Yeah, just sort of quick. What am I looking at here?
quick perception.
Can you spell it? It's stupid fucking
And
gonna be wrong.
don't forget, his mum gave her one of those.
Does she know what it is?
19.
Look.
Oh, right. No, I know.
Here,
What was the number? Because he confused me with
19.
19. So you kind of look over at this table and you go, bunch of paperwork here and there. There's random things here. There's a book here that seems to have 2 different sets of handwriting in them. Possibly a chatterbook conversation going on in this book that's here, but it looks like they're dated, like when the conversations have been. And it's the last thing it says is, update me. And it looks like it's pretty kind of old, like no one's written this thing in a while. So skimming through, you notice there's some weird mechanical looking thing with a bunch of details written next to it and moving along. There's a goblin there moving along. That looks a bit like Fitz, and then sort of looking through again, there's a weird looking elf picture there. There's a couple other random things there. There's another human thing there. It's just a bunch of random details on racial things and stuff.
I grab all that paperwork.
I thought there was literally a goblin on the table.
The goblin. Hey, how's it going? You know me.
You know what?
Hi, buddy.
I've got this. His name is Bookmark, and it's on top of the page.
And it happened to make me a new job.
And Bookmark.
Oh, I didn't laugh. We laughed.
Oh.
I'm sorry that joke was so funny.
Not good enough as a dad joke, apparently.
Faridrin.
Yes, I grab it.
Faridrin.
Is it headed soon? Yes. Yes.
It's, now it's your turn, so we don't skip your turn.
Yes. I will walk up to it around this wobbly water wall, and as I walk up to it, I will turn to the commander and say, "Well, it's definitely got some strength." Whack. Let's go this one. No, I'm just curious today.
Plate here.
No, if you whack the grip.
What is it? 7. So 13.
Nope. As you whack the ground.
Oh, I'm getting some bad rolls today.
Oh, don't.
You get back to it.
Still hit it.
I think I've got to do more than a hit.
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Hit it repeatedly. Hard. All I need is a crit and I can catch up on all my damage in one hit. Gotta love those divine smites that you add on afterwards.
19 and a 20 hit, I'm assuming.
Yeah, both will. If that's a natural, it's even more damage.
It's not a natural, no, it's a
Yeah.
30, 20.
Oh, wait. Question.
Yes.
When it went thump.
Yep.
And it went whoosh. The shield's gone.
Yep.
Cool. Just checking for AC and my thoughts.
Yep. No.
It's easier to hit, right? Yes, but it's more maneuverable now, so you missed.
No, you just hit the ground.
Very good.
13 for the first smack as it just goes and punches you. 12 for the second.
So 25 total.
He's looking.
That depends. Do you want to know what else I'm going to do to make myself come back to life? Or do you want to know how healthy I am right now? Because it doesn't matter. Keep
Does
running.
not regain that ability.
Bit of column A, bit of column B.
Under 20. But I will be back up to full health by next turn.
Yeah, no. It does not gain the regain that ability again.
So whack me a couple of times.
No, to drown you again.
Oh, goody.
Giving things away. I'm nice.
The embrace.
With Stamina, I already know that if I die, I die. This is pretty much just a fun little measuring contest for fun, I guess. Or an experiment
Johnny.
on his hunters.
How do you calculate it?
Johnny, concentration and disadvantage.
Okay.
Can the only be
Because I'm making squaw sounds, and they're not very.
Are you big enough?
14.
Yes.
It's advantage. Uh-oh. Hey.
none of their penises? It's always for
Aaron, as you're following behind, the seagull turns into a toad. You lost concentration on the first spell you cast.
And you see me up, like, trying to slap him.
No, you're invisible still.
Oh,
the ultimate.
That's the concentration you hold on to. They allow the delay between the spells, essentially.
well, I'm still sprinting.
Yep. 500 feet for dimension.
500. Yeah.
And you don't have to be able to see it. Just remember.
I can know where it is.
Yeah.
I can just send it back.
Well, we can do it in the corner with it lightly.
Johnny!
Get back here! But you meet me. We're going away from
Because I know there's people that can't go around the perimeter.
I'll stop in that corner and we're up against the back
So
pit.
you've spent your whole round running up there?
Yeah,
Johnny?
I'm banking to the left as I was going that way.
Cool. As you're banking up, you sort of run and you see a guy walking this way who turns and looks in your direction and goes, "Why is there a floating toad there?"
Then I look back at you.
And you're just thinking,
Are you conjuring the door?
So the toad turns around.
Yeah.
and the guy goes, weren't we supposed to be capturing like a magic toad or something?
A dimension door.
Okay.
Took it through.
I see you. Can I just...
Can you react?
No.
So,
With my
Actually,
ability,
it goes
I'm
from the
throwing
my turn.
You
I'm
would
off and off.
action.
Yeah,
that's what I'm wondering.
hold the action.
If you want to be able to throw it through the dimension door, you have
Yeah, so does that count as me throwing an improvised weapon so I can...
I mean, you build that in with spoons, man.
Yeah. I get the balance of throwing him.
Okay.
I'll take any bonuses I can get.
So, how does dimension door work? Do you just have to have it open up? Do you have
I
to...
think it just opens up.
500 feet distance, he goes, a door appears.
Does he immediately travel through it, or can things just kind of travel through it? And he
He takes something, he walks through, and a willing creature of his choice.
Do I have to walk through it, or can I just make it?
Ain't you find it says you.
I think you have to...
It has to be you that goes through.
You teleport yourself from your current location.
It's not like Bleach. You have to and send
Okay.
people through.
But also, it has to be
Ah!
willing. That only helps you, dear. Oh, shit to it.
I'm waiting for this is what Aaron's doing.
Okay, so if it's me, then I'm going to have to...
And
How far away from am I? Him.
From him?
Yeah.
You're about 30 feet behind him.
So I can just run up to him, move up to him,
He's holding an action for a toad.
Yeah.
Yep.
and dimension door, and then as he throws it, go through the dimension door.
I mean,
Yeah.
if you stand next to him, you can...
Well, okay, yeah, but he's holding it, throwing action.
Which creature are you attacking when you can...
Then the toad is there.
No, not me. Not me.
Your held action is to throw this toad out. Cool.
The toad looks like it's moved a little bit.
So what happens is but I'll figure out what you're teleporting in a second.
Oh,
Johnny goes to throw the toad.
Yeah.
Aaron starts casting Dimension Door and makes contact with the toad. As they disappear, Johnny becomes visible.
I'm okay with this. Run!
Where are you teleporting?
Where is Sid?
also,
We've had
toads still look like a bird.
no.
No,
I screwed that up.
Okay.
No, he lost that thing.
Round afterwards, he lost that concentration.
That could look quite funny.
You're just going to sit. Or are you trying to go to where you think Sid is?
I'm not going to sit at all. I'm just curious as a player.
Oh,
Curious.
well, then, no, I tell you, then it's irrelevant. Okay, where are
Did
you?
he not follow us out at all?
No, you told him to leave, so he left
Oh,
early.
he didn't? Okay, cool.
You told him to leave while he was half dead, so he left.
I'm Dimension Dooring Pathakul.
Okay.
I know where he is.
Catch. Inside a tent.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm just going to keep this, actually.
Yeah.
It's like a small goblin muckerator band in the corner, and it's got a sign written on it saying radio. Yeah, put money,
Fourth roll. Sidetrack.
put money in it to make it stop.
Shoot, you can't look right there.
The goblin.
Okay, well, I guess we exit. I got everything.
Grabbing.
Yes.
You're basically a bunch of paperwork, maps, and things and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Take the book.
Whatever the books was there. Yeah.
Yeah, so you've grabbed everything
Everything.
into your like travel bag, basically. You turn around to this kid who's just looking at you. Why are we grabbing this stuff? Isn't this the lady in charge of stuff? She gets real crazy when people
Bad
come in here.
lady. She's a real bad.
She's a weird lady.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
She talks to trees.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, she needs the root.
She starts laughing.
if she's
Good one, buddy. Hippies. All right. Exit stage left. Head up the tent.
Walk out the tent.
Come on, kid.
So you basically. Actually, this is the kid actually. You wander out of the tent,
Oh.
and there's just a crowd of people.
Little kid.
also, oh god, Dio.
Yeah, what do we do with Dio?
Dio's. I will have. I will retcon Dio's location later. It is okay.
Dio is in
Just
Faridrin.
media.
Yeah, it's just punching people in the background.
Walking up through punching.
You say, what about me?
And my eyes go a little bit fiery, and that's my turn.
Oh, okay.
It's your turn.
I go,
Does he know now?
and my eyes go fiery. No, my action is to hit myself to full health.
Oh, I see.
Going like this.
Faridrin,
Yes.
you hear a, what the hell are these? Coming from over the crowd in that direction.
Distractions.
You come here. You can't sit in it. Come on.
Not yet. She needs to go secret first.
That was a crit and one fail, so this will be fun.
So pretty much the same as a single attack. Oh, sorry, 2 attacks. Double the dice.
12 times 2 plus 3 is 27. And it's recharged that skill. It punches you in the face.
Very,
It hurts.
very hard.
And it hurts a lot.
Huh?
Come on, Johnny. No.
Yes.
Meat.
Yeah, it's not combat, let's be honest.
And you become visible as essentially like 3 guards have turned in your direction. Who are you? What's going on? As they start closing in on you.
I disguise myself to look like a superior.
What's superior?
I look at their...
Roll me a history.
Oh, fuck.
I was wearing an outfit.
I was too, but it was assless.
In your remark.
One. Can you roll me a 1d100, please?
Sure. 1 d100. This is going not be good. Oh, 27. Something bad's gonna happen. Everything bad happened with this thing. This dice has been killing me.
You go to cast the spell, and it's immediately start glowing purple, and you start emanating light 5 feet from you.
Sorry.
I am your superior. Roll intimidation.
Roll is considered failed. Thus the kit.
I thought it was better.
But now you're just basically a purple guy.
You're a nightlight.
I have a gauntlet though. Come on.
Flavor.
What are you intending to do with purple wings? Yeah.
I'm just appearing in front of Falcor.
Do you have any intentions, or are you just going to hide there?
I'm going to give Falcor the toe and just try and sneak back in somehow.
That's probably
The main entrance is over there.
Yeah. Is there anyone still guarding the entrance, or they all crowded around the center?
It looks like there's still one guy sort of looking out, who kind of looking this way, keeps looking back like this, like he's wanting to see what's going on.
I'm still in my mark clothing. I'm going to run back and be like, am I late? Has the fight started already?
So you just run up to the guy. The guy goes, "Yeah, no, it started ages ago."
Oh, fuck. And I hear him just going past him.
I think so.
Okay.
You've walked out of the tent. People.
I look around for it.
Oh. Aaron? You look around. Aaron is basically at the entrance, running back into the base. You can see Cash.
I can't see anything because it's on my turn. I
You
can't.
hear a voice.
Oh, okay, you can do it to me.
What?
You actually say a word now, I hear a voice.
Yeah, you get an image of someone going.
No,
What do I do now?
Just take the stuff out, I guess. What's faridrin looking like?
are you asking?
Probably not so hot.
You can see
Or potentially very hot.
Ashley.
I'm a cold dragon.
Fiery.
That all also dispelled.
Actually,
Um,
I haven't had it once. And I said, oh yeah, con save. No, wait.
No, I just stopped concentrating on it though.
Do I know of this Sid?
Do you what?
Do I know of this Sid kid?
The Sid kid?
Yeah. Like, do I know that he's
You,
friends with him?
you know he's talked about a Sid kid? You don't know what he looks like though.
Or why?
Continuing the conversation with you. Who's this Sid?
Oh, he's back in, where's he gone?
Who? Not
Who? He was a child I met during one of the villages when I first woke up.
Could he potentially get the kids out of here?
Yes. And I look at Sid.
Or just give me a description?
That also works as well. Can I send an
You can see the images through telepathy? I think you can.
I think it's simple. This is what the kid looks like. We'll do it.
Well, I saw him recently, so
Yeah,
he's also
He's probably, yeah.
he's probably really easy to
What
see.
would be a perception? You start looking around, and you immediately look down and realise there are basically wet footprints that go this way, and then turn and seem to head in this direction. You can't see him, but you can see where he's ended up.
There's me, kid.
You watch the cat going off in one direction.
Okay, good. I wasn't paying attention to what was down with the chat.
When I get around the corner, can I see him?
Yep, you walk around the corner, and there's what looks probably like Sid, but he's just completely drenched in water, who's just grabbing a rucksack of things. He looks like he's grabbing supplies of food and stuff.
Hey, kid. Turn around. Okay. Hi.
Hi.
You know?
Yeah, it's not wrong.
Okay. So I'm a friend of Aaron's. You need to get the kids out of this camp. Okay?
Oh.
Don't fuck up.
Oh.
Take some food with me.
Okay, cool.
As he pulls this thing over and he turns and he starts making his way this way.
Wait. Next step.
Faridrin.
I hit nothing
No.
without not including bonuses. Your dice, man. You rigged this game today. You knew that. You knew I was going to forget dice and planned this out. Am I range wise? Yep. Are we actually face to face? I
Yep.
guess I would have to be because I need to actually be able to hit him.
Yep.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
You notice some of the guards turn and start heading towards the medical bay.
What? No, you got hit.
17 doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
Cool. That's the end of its turn. Johnny.
Whoosh. Whoosh.
Line purple.
This is the best combat I've ever had.
Yes, they've started walking at it, and then you started going purple, and they kind of took a
This is
step
how
back.
the
a little
ending
bit.
was meant to be played.
I just expect all of us to start rapping soon. That's okay.
I wish I was that skilled.
You don't.
How close are they in feet or squares?
Like
Oh, I mean, they're all made up units.
10, 15 feet away.
So I'll try and thunder wave.
Okay.
3 squares.
Yeah, I'll try and push them further away and run away.
Crack. Boom. One will pass, one will fail.
Another one. Another crack boom.
You just need to be like, excuse me. No,
One passes, one fails. Roll damage.
Cool.
The diamond, not that one.
Thank you, God. 8.
And
6.
14.
Is he dead?
One dude falls over and he's just like, doesn't look that great. The other dude just kind of goes, ah.
Sweet.
Mop.
I run in the other direction.
That's the one on the ground.
And there is this massive boom.
My doctor told me not
Noise
to get electrocuted.
Aaron,
Any
you hear
medical
this massive
practitioners
boom from the other side of camp. Roll me a perception.
Should have gone with a god.
Those dice. That was basically fuck all. Perception, that was 4.
Noise, people.
I just assume
The crowd looks small.
Johnny.
The crowd looks small.
The best assumption.
Well, he did it before in front of me. So.
There's no clouds today, so it's got to be.
I sent a message to Faridrin. Toad's safe. I'm giving you a hand if you need.
Isn't exactly honorable combat if it's 2-on-1. But get everyone else safe.
Kids are on their way out as well.
You don't have any children.
The kids that
They're not luggage.
the kids that were kids.
You don't have a very high intelligence either.
Doesn't mean you answer questions like that. Not Drax.
The kids that were abducted.
Good.
And we've got all. Catch got a lot of the research data as well from the 10.
Good. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
And then Johnny
I
was
trust
helpful.
Oh, bad idea.
Hey, you listen to me, so
I don't know.
I listen to you. I mean, I do what you tell me to.
sure.
I'm a criminal at heart. I just steal whatever.
Aaron, anything else?
What was it?
I'm just saying, I assume that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Anything else?
Faridrin goes, I assume that's all.
Okay, it's your turn after Aaron.
Yeah, I'll wait.
Two.
Oh,
Don't look
I'll
at me.
slowly walk up, like,
Like, you're
in
joining
his
it.
general direction. Like, keep an eye on the purple man.
Actually, turn back to normal. It only lasts one round.
I'm not walking in front of everyone.
Okay. Right. It's out.
So Sid basically,
Sid's
as part of
gone.
your turn, wanders over to the group of the kids and he's talking to the kids. And they look like they're all kind of grabbing things.
That's one thing done. Get to work. You.
Kid looks at you and goes, me?
Yeah, you.
As a fox?
If in doubt, just stand behind me.
Right that time. I said it right that time.
If in doubt, yeah. If in doubt, stand behind me.
Stands behind you.
I feel a little hand on my foot. Good stuff. Oh, wait. Should I change appearance?
Can I do that too?
Probably not.
Why not?
Maybe later when you learn the magic.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay.
This is just a me thing.
Oh.
Don't freak out though. Okay? Don't freak out.
I'm behind you.
Still just me. Still just me.
I'm behind you.
I'm in
Good
doubt.
boy.
I'm in doubt. I'm behind you.
Look at Aaron again.
Aaron's
Murder?
making his way around.
Do we want to give away our position, or and murder, or wait and see about Faridrin?
The actual fighter has taken a lot of damage twice, and facing this thing on his own. To be honest, I don't think we'll be able to take it together. I'm assuming it doesn't look really that injured after I've only hit it once.
It doesn't even look like the hit you got off it was very good either.
Hey, can I hit it? Come on.
Is your weapon considered magical?
No.
Then it doesn't look like it hit it very much at all.
Fuck.
Are we fighting these people or are we just leaving?
Hmm. But
Can you give me a perception?
Aaron wouldn't be Faridrin.
18.
Well, look, is it wrong? It's a character.
Faridrin, sorry.
I just don't correct them anymore.
Faridrin.
While you're looking at Aaron, you also notice there's a crowd of guards who are chasing what look like another set of guards.
It seemed to be walking kind of weirdly, stiffly almost.
Fuck it. I cast Hunger of Hadar on that group of guards.
So this group of guards here. How does it work?
40 feet wide, they're initially blind. Anyone in it is blind.
Okay.
Afterwards, while they're in it, on the start of their turn, they take cold damage after a dex.
That's it.
So the initial one is nothing. It's on their turns.
Yep,
So,
I'll go with the rollers though. It's 5 of them.
So they're hearing a cacophony of soft whispers and a slurping noise. Anyone 30 feet away can hear that too. No light or magical or otherwise can illuminate the area. Creatures fully within it are blinded. Starts the turn. Okay, start of the turn they take 2d6 cold damage no matter what. If they end their turn in it, they must make a dex save or take 2d6 acid.
Okay.
So you need to at least roll 2d6.
Yep.
But you
Fair.
I've had bad luck. Okay. Someone says this dice is better.
Either that or you're gonna curse my dice.
Swing.
Wing, better. That's an 11.
That's a 19 to that.
That'll hit.
So, first of all, I needed my sixes again. Yes. That's 8 plain bludgeoning damage. You. That is 7 fire damage, and it is. I'm right, just set on fire. I can't remember whether it's so.
Is it fire specifically?
Yes.
Cool.
Yes. Con save from it at the start of each of its turns. It is currently on fire.
It is currently not on fire.
Sure. And then.
It also looks like the fire did nothing to it.
That's good. It was ice and fire would melt. It turns into ice at times. Ice and fire do work very well together.
Yeah, it turns into water. It's going to create. God, I wish I had a message. I would be sarcastic.
18 radiant damage as all of my holy power just gets smacked into it. It wasn't a crit, but I just got sick of doing nothing.
Yeah.
And then I will use my as a note before I swing at the thing, because of the big crack through.
Yep.
I will say, it seems Hades is disappointed with my performance. Perhaps I need to imbue myself. Quack, quack, quack.
What was the damage for those guys?
2d6 and 2d6 cold.
No crying.
8 cold.
No, not allowed.
No, Baba, no.
That's illegal.
When?
You get chucked in jail.
No, Baba, no.
Straight to jail.
Hey. Hey, little.
That's why the United States was an incredibly safe. Right. Too many crybabies.
They're blind.
And that is why they all ran in one direction.
That's right.
And
That makes sense.
20 foot from this
Way more
window.
sense.
So if they're moving enough to move quickly out of the way, they'll
And
make
they're just running blindly in all direction. They all run out of this cacophony of this weird thing,
and they can see it.
screaming and yelling.
That'll do.
What? What? Oh, what? Yeah, I probably would. I would be hearing whispering and slurping noises. Oh, man.
You take 21 bludgeoning damage as it
Damn!
straight save. You aren't restrained.
Yay! As it tries to water grip me again.
No.
Johnny.
She's definitely won't. No, she.
Alright, so I've got the one guy who's down, and the other guy who is holding his ears.
Want to go ahead.
Sorry.
Alright.
So one guy is down, one dude's holding his ears, and you've just run away from them. Essentially, you've run back into this, I'm assuming.
Did you run at all?
Because you ran back in this. Yeah. Yeah, so you ended up back, basically, there again. Not there, but not in that exact spot, but this in this kind of area.
So between me and the gate, how many people are in my way?
Everyone. This is in your way.
I think there's enough now.
It also looks like a bunch of them probably aren't paying attention to what's going on with the fight.
Cool, then I'm just going to stealth my way straight through the... try and weave through the crowd.
Okay.
Why? Come.
Stealth
Yeah.
or running?
Stealth. I have a high stealth.
Okay, so roll stealth.
That is 28.
Okay. So you go 30 feet.
I'm just going to weave through them. Don't worry, I'm normally meant to be here.
I mean, you are dressed like them.
Yeah. Only for the front though. Don't turn around. Yeah, that. I'm crab walking past.
Aaron, you watch as a half-dressed man is shimming along. Clearly it's Johnny.
Hey, I'm not a
In
man.
front of me, so I only see
You see like blood in my tail.
I mean, he's almost in front of you.
I recognize that.
And the forked tail with literally a fork on it.
It was like firmly wrapped around my leg, so it's inconspicuous.
Alright.
There's also a group of skeletons making their way down this way.
Aaron's mostly concerned about
What's a puppy?
faridrin.
Scratching behind the ear. What you just
I'm gonna try and kill the druid. I'm gonna stealth. Go close to the druid. I'm not stealthing.
Wait, I think it's stealth.
What'd you roll?
11.
I think you're quiet.
Alright.
How far are you moving? Towards the druid?
I guess towards where Johnny is.
You get to here. And you knock this guy a little bit and he turns around and goes, "What are you doing?"
Thanks, dickhead.
Watching that. Pointing to the panel.
I mean, far enough.
Flicking you on the air.
As he kind of moves back next to you, how much you betting on this one?
A bit so far, three gold.
With who?
Obviously the stronger looking one.
With who or on who?
With who?
As
With
in,
who?
Did you place
Oh,
it?
play it, place a bit on.
I'm living on the spot.
No, I thought you meant like, I thought he even said it wrong. I thought he was talking about on who.
That's not your saying. I thought you said it wrong.
I'm sorry, I thought you said with, on, not with.
God see.
Over there. One of them over there. Pointing this general direction.
He looks over. Roll me a deception.
Okay. 22.
He kind of looks in that direction and goes,
The only good roll I've got.
"Yeah." He goes, "Oh. See, I. Bill up there's doing 5 gold ahead."
Oh man,
Three
you
gold
got
cheaper.
pond.
Yeah, three's a little cheaper.
The stealth.
Better than hail.
Catch.
Random murmurs in the background.
Catch.
Okay. I walk up behind Aaron. My little dude brother. And what seems almost like it was in your head, but really you feel a breath. What are we doing now?
You'll find out shortly.
Do I surprise him?
Were you stealth?
I tend to do most things relatively as stealth as possible. Unless
15? Wisdom save. Wisdom save? That's a
Actually, it'd be easy to based off perception. What's your
Passive.
passive, and then roll me a stealth.
buckle. It's like 9 or something.
Not a very wise man, are you?
No, I'm -1.
It's like I have a negative 2 bits.
not 4.
7. Do you have proficiency? Then 3. 13.
13.
You startled me.
Yeah, some nuns have that effect on people.
We'll wait for a bit. See what happens with faridrin.
Johnny, you're in the middle of this conversation as well.
While this conversation is happening and they're looking, I would just like to point out Faridrin is on like 2 hit points. So he's probably going. She is probably going.
Gender urine character.
I'm used to my gender neutral luggage, right?
I like it when I don't have a penis.
Kind of laying down, kind of, dragging almost. He's
Okay.
got an idea, but just letting you know what you're seeing. I didn't want that to affect your turns, your ideas, or what you're doing, because I have an idea.
So we're just waiting.
Faridrin kind of. I mean, I messaged before.
That's what you said before I got hit last time.
Here's the voice. How you doing? Want a hand?
No.
Are you?
Are we safe? Are we safe? Is everyone safe?
Well, I mean, we
Is
could
the
beat
toad
next
gone?
after, but
I already said the toad's gone.
you already know the toad's gone.
Just can I have just been smacked in the face a few times. My brain's a little bit frazzled.
Somebody told me
I don't have a high intelligence.
Johnny's being helpful.
something's
Okay.
wrong with
Good.
the situation.
If this doesn't work, kill.
Kill faridrins? Or kill everyone?
Who the fuck you want?
I heard kill.
Is that what I hear?
Alright, if what she's about to do doesn't work, we kill him.
Me?
Yeah. No,
Her?
everything.
Okay. Kill them. I heard him.
Obviously, we're not killing him.
I heard him in my brain, you know, this general.
Everyone?
If you can hear
Okay, I can hear it.
You're standing right next to
Cool.
it.
it. We're killing them. Specify.
Oh, okay.
Not your teammates.
You mentally underline it.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Another conversation. And the child behind you, who is the fire version of him.
That's my kid.
Josh, odd or even?
Even.
Okay.
It was the wrong answer.
Okay, so yeah, holding any action.
An action to attack.
Yeah, you know I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast the closest
Yeah.
thing I can. Like that guy you're talking to in the back of the head.
The druid.
And
The leader.
this guy
You might want to
turns
mention that
back
in
to
your
you
turn.
again and goes,
Oh, that was player to player.
no, I know. This guy leans back to you. Not this guy, but this guy who's been lifting an earshot. Roll me
Me
a,
or to,
no, roll me a history.
Oh.
I don't remember him.
Okay.
Oh, 7?
He looks familiar.
Do I know you?
he looks almost offended. Farragut! Farragut!
It's dark. Do
Healing
I know
myself
you?
from my action. I confuse myself and I have more than 2 hit points. That would
He should
be
know to use the fog watcher code word.
I will nod to the goblin that has just beaten the living shit out of me.
It stands there and goes at you.
I will turn to the druid who has probably still staring at a fucking book. Well,
What a nerd.
it seems your champion experiment
Yes! Experiment. And she keeps continuing writing stuff down.
has indeed bested me. I do not believe I will survive any more of this fight. And I will take my maul, put it facing her, put it down towards her, and kneel.
I'm in the crowd. You bitch. Fight till the end.
So much gold you cut.
He wanted to see if they were worth joining.
That's why I'm giving him a...
There's a reason let me
Roll me a performance.
Hey, I healed myself beforehand, right? I'm on 16 hit points now.
Roll yourself a gagging on block.
Turtle good.
Oh, very good.
I want to say 15. No, that look is math, but is bad.
Someone should have practiced more in their school plays.
Roll around the dragon.
15. Just wait till I smack you in the face and tell you someone should practice hitting people. If I can hit someone in the face.
I know how to get hit.
The druid looks up and goes,
And speaks in goblin.
Acceptable.
Lasted longer than I thought.
she turns to the goblin and goes to it, and it just goes. Stops.
Damn moon speak.
That wobbling talk.
You are now considered out of combat with it at the moment.
I will wait
Oh,
till I'm...
my turn.
In theory, I now have a new commanding officer. There's, of course, one above all of my other commanding officers, being my god. But I will
Jesus Christ, yes.
begin to,
Jesus Christ.
if it seems as though combat is ending, I will attempt to slowly retrieve my weapon so I don't get murdered while I'm trying to reach for it.
As you're moving for your weapon, you hear skeletons. As the remaining guards all kind of turn around in this direction to 3 skeletons who are currently just running this way.
Undead? They've technically been chasing after them for a moment. Undead? This is an abomination to my lord! I will try to pick up my weapon and turn towards... Well, as I'm going to turn towards where this disturbance is coming from. Though I'm not too strong after this combat. Do you have healers?
The druid starts walking up to you and just pats you on the shoulder, and you are healed. 8 HP.
You're going to do a backswing, aren't you? You don't have to.
And she goes,
You get 8, yes.
Yeah.
Cool. My brain ignored the actual number and went, oh cool, I'm healed again. And she's close.
Don't worry, I'm aiming to shoot that goblin for you.
she pats. Well, go take it. Care of the goblins then. Take care of the skeletons then.
Go on.
I was saying goblins. My brain was like,
Freudian slip there, leader.
Kill.
Things that I can raise back from the dead when we get
If
back
you
home.
kill
and
Boris
Gareth is
Chillington,
gone.
we're going to have a real tough discussion later.
About keeping cover and staying alive? Sure. I will make my way towards the skeletons.
who are
Climbing to, just generally out my way. What is her name? Do I know her name?
you never asked her.
Our captain has sent me on a glorious quest.
So as you're basically wandering that way,
Yeah.
you notice right at the entrance of the base there is a horde of kids who are just standing at the entrance. And there is like 2 or 3 guys who are trying to like figure out like what they're doing, basically.
Cool.
Child, quit squiggling.
You and you. Calling over these short children and atop them to these 2 guards. What are you fussing with? There's an attack inside. Come.
To the children.
No, to the guards.
Yeah, that's not being said.
Roll me
That's
in
what the
intimidation.
said.
Intimidation?
Yeah.
Not persuasion?
Because he's intimidating them.
He's also being polite to me. Well, I do have charisma.
It's got nothing on ours.
15.
One of the guys sort of moves aside of these kids and starts running over with you. The other 2 stay there, almost ignoring you as if they're
That's
not
fine.
leaving our post.
I've slightly distracted them. I don't know what you guys are planning, but see me walk and charge off this direction towards
Have I,
undead creatures.
Walking toward the actual entrance.
Yep, where all these kids are hanging out.
Yeah.
Yep.
You want me to continue?
Yeah,
Are there any guards on duty?
there are.
Alright.
One just left, and there's 2 who are standing there who are stopping these kids from leaving.
Is it just me who's going? Are you guys following? What's going on?
No, well,
The gate, holding back the children, or trying to figure out what the fuck the children are trying to do. I've
Oh,
taken
is
the
Finn
one.
with them?
Yes, he's leaving them.
Yeah. Okay.
that, the goblin you were fighting,
Yeah.
do we have an impression of how much health the goblin had left?
Shitloads.
It doesn't look like it's taken any damage at all.
Jesus, really?
They're both.
It's immune to
Yeah.
radiant.
It doesn't look like it's taken much damage.
Damage at all.
Yeah, it's taken damage, just not.
Enough.
That's all.
He did a
Just,
good job.
Okay.
making sure that the damage
Who's
has
this?
nothing to do with that's the
That's
The
difference.
druid.
Okay. Does it look like there's any other person sort of near her that looks important?
Other than the goblin, she's currently replacing a blanket thing over. Not really.
No, you just need attention.
The guys at the guards at the
Yeah.
gate, do they look any different from these sort of guys? All much the same.
Pretty much.
Okay. I get a good look at this guy.
The guy's been listening to your conversation.
That's me. Yeah, you might want to help with those skeletons.
The guy's sort of looking at you, looking at the kind of group of people behind him because, yeah, help with skeletons. Right, yeah, and he walks like there. As this guy walks
Well, come on.
in front of you.
Massive scary paladin wandered off towards him. It's okay.
Wait, did you leave the group, or have you? You haven't yet? As this other guy who's been listening turns and stands in front of you guys, and goes, "Hi,
Hi.
you get my letters?"
Okay.
I
It looks
just
like
got-
a them thing.
We will.
Should we?
I get fanletters all the time. Which admirer are you? No.
I think this is
Relieve the front guard of their duty.
I've got this funding.
Okay.
It means them both walk to the front gate.
So Aaron and this other guard start walking to the front gate.
I follow.
Yep.
We'll get into. Once we're sort of away from them, and sort of closer to the guards there, but not.
Can you roll me a perception?
19.
That guy who took a step forward is doing this.
He was shit-faced.
Cool. Okay, that's fine. That works.
And then he,
These guys are terrible.
In fact, that's actually really perfect.
if you then look around, this guy is also kind of doing this, and there's a cup next to him. This guy's kind of swaying around, and there's a cat with another dude wandering this way.
He's disguised. I'm a cat. What?
They're all really shit-faced.
Yeah, why am I not shit-faced?
Aren't you immune?
That's what I say out loud. I'm jealous.
How? I didn't see him drink that much.
Did somebody steal my cup?
Would be an insight, a history,
Roll.
arcana. What are we going with here?
Did somebody take my cup?
Roll me general intelligence.
Rude.
I don't know what biology comes under. Is it survival? Yeah, survival.
Medicine?
I'll take a
What's medicine, I think? Yep, okay, medicine. We've done.
Oh, man. No, either way, it's the same. Does anything have anything for that? No, I don't. 16.
They look drugged.
Yeah, they look more than just shit-faced. Like, laced. Spiked drinks.
See, I don't know Fitz well enough that he'd be the one to do it. You're the only one that would know.
Let me check. Can I walk up to the one that looks dazed?
The one who's up here, or any of them? Yeah.
Stick my fingers up his nose. Depending on how he reacts, I know what drug it is.
You start doing this, and he goes, it just falls asleep.
Yeah, he's rupee. We're good.
And he falls down.
Yeah. I've seen this. I mean, I've used this. I mean, I've seen this.
He's asleep.
Well, we can either use that to our advantage to escape.
I don't think we have time. Oh, you mean?
No, we don't have time for that, I'm afraid.
Are front guards like that as well?
No, they're very alert.
Okay.
It's almost like the ones who are all drinking and enjoying this have potentially drunken something that
We'll get rid of those front guards. Or you two.
you wander up to these guys and are like, what?
Before that,
Okay.
I stop your ass from just waltzing off.
We can tell them to go help the drunk people and just let
How would they
the
care?
trainee.
Yeah,
Because fuck.
you shouldn't.
Okay.
You should send the guy that's actually with them to do that.
What, me and Sid? Do Sid can do that.
Sid's already there.
Yeah,
Sid's already there.
Sid's already there.
He's clearly not having much success.
Who are you saying?
That fog.
Fog washer?
We're standing next to you guys. Yeah.
And Fogwatch is like, oh, I'm right. I'm with them. That's a good idea.
Because they don't know you, but they know him, yeah?
They do.
I guess so. I
Okay.
mean, we've gone in multiple times before.
So what should I do?
Okay, cool.
We'll send Fogwash.
We'll send me.
Tap my armor, and it'll look like these cats.
Yep.
And
Really
my face
observant.
shimmers,
I've gone through twice.
and I change into the guy that's just toppled over.
Okay.
Alright then. Fog? Fag? What's your name?
Timothy. Codename Fogwasher.
Bag watch.
Alright, Tim. Let's do this. And I lead off with Tim. I look to the kid. Stay with that guy. Point to Aaron.
The kid looks at Aaron and goes, "But you said to stand behind you when..."
New orders.
Okay.
You're technically still behind him.
He's friend. He's buddy.
Hi. I follow Everfall.
A what?
That's holy shit.
Don't worry about it. We're getting them home.
What for?
Everfall.
I follow the one true God.
There is only
Does he have a list? I'm too nervous to ask. I don't want to be smited by whatever that was.
Well, you do you, kid.
I will, I follow our scriptures.
Anyway.
Some insulting religion.
Me and
society.
Timothy.
You walk up to the gate, there's two guards and some trying to stop these kids from going anywhere. I sort of look up. What do you guys want?
Oh shit. My brain.
one of the kids starts crying out.
I reckon from that young.
Someone shut that baby up.
They need some assistance back there.
Yeah, well, we're on guard, Judy. We'll deal
We've
with
been sent to take over for you.
Oh. Roll me a persuasion.
That's
Is it
a
a deception? No, it's a deception.
No, it's a persuade.
It's a deceiving
It's a mix
deception.
of both.
It's a mix of...
It's your choice.
Funny.
Yeah.
They kind of look at each other and go, "Okay, come here then." So you and Timothy sort of come over and they sort of slide, like basically trade places out. So you're still in the way of these kids and they sort of wander out. And Sid's just kind of standing there, just looking at you guys.
Off we go. Get out of here.
Is it like that thing you change your
He
face?
does. He does.
Yeah, but it's changed into...
Oh yeah.
My eyes are the same. And he
Is he
hears the
observant
voice.
enough to pick up?
He hears a voice in his head. You've met me before. Get out of here. Kids, out of here.
You do that lazy thing they do in any movie where somebody can change character. Like, let's for a second to the other side. Like, yeah, no shit.
I mean, to be fair, it only takes an action and we're not in combat, so.
Can you roll me a perception?
4.
Have the other guy's gone far enough away.
Sid stands there and just kind of looks at you.
My face drops back to the.
Roll me a perception. Roll me a perception.
Oh no.
Natural 20.
13.
You kind of see something odd, but you can't pick it up. You notice almost like a video glitch happen with this massive crowd of these kids at this gate.
Are they an illusion?
Not in combat, you can say something.
What the fuck? As I said, message.
What?
Those kids just phased in and out of reality.
The Matrix has been changed.
They don't know what the Matrix is.
It's a play. He's talking about.
Catch knows.
The play done by these two fantastic directors.
Catch goes back to his normal form.
There might be women.
But it's
They
not
are
his
They've always
standard,
been me.
expected, handsome, normal form. The features are sharper. The eyes are.
More freakier.
Yeah, he's got more of like a stronger brow. Just a bit darker,
2 monobrows.
lesser hair.
Sid kind of looks at you.
The comparison of Batman.
Yeah. Sid kind of looks at you and then kind of
Yeah.
looks at Timothy and then kind of looks back at you and kind of looks around.
Go to grab Sid.
Your hand goes through him.
I'm walking up behind
Look
him.
around.
Look around.
Yeah, like make another perception.
Investigation.
Investigation? What the fuck is that? Is it a 4?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's okay. She got.
I feel like I missed.
What are you doing?
Maybe it's time for you to swap now.
What do you want to do?
Spell everything. That would help, right?
The spell with
What's
a on a card.
investigation?
Yeah.
It's int, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
It's a bunch of kids I can put their hands through.
Oh, gross.
I'm walking up to you. What is going on?
Walking up.
Timothy is just on light. Like he's just watching you. Timothy. Or Fog Watcher.
Oh, right.
He's on light. And he's just kind of sitting there going,
I turn to Timothy, grab him. The fuck is going on?
I don't know. I was with you. Everything was here.
It's clearly
Is that-
ill-informed.
Yeah, what's going on?
It's reacting at all? They're just standing.
If you do
Your
know,
natural 20 sees almost a video loop happening of the kids kind of looking around and sort of
Oh,
seeing.
so it's just a loop.
It looks like a loop thing. and
Oh,
a weird
it's an illusion.
Yeah.
Is it magical?
He is.
What kind of magical?
You
I
don't
don't
know
know
what kind of magic. It is innate magic, but it was never fully unlocked.
That you can. So it's possible.
Okay, so that's less worrying. I thought it was some other dodgy shit that was going on.
I'm still holding the stupid.
Some other... What?
I don't know.
Can you see Sid anywhere?
I'm gonna look out the gate.
Rolling perception.
13. 15?
Yeah, they probably wouldn't be hiding from you. About where the Toad and Falcor was, there's a couple of extra heads that have popped up, and there looks like there's someone just kind of leant over, just almost like he's exhausted, lying on the ground.
Alright, we're good. Illusion. They're out there.
Timothy's just white and just going. I got stabbed and I didn't
I
die.
dare you to give me a reason to kill you.
Everybody, like, don't kill me. I can be
Throw him into the wall.
Then you just throw me, he just crumbles on the wall.
No.
Just lies there. He's just like, I was a good fighter. I man.
I don't trust him.
I was a good fighter. They wrote messages down and they stabbed me, but I just.
Exception's been used on me.
He's spouting out the fact that he's the one that told us what the shit that's going on. He brought us here.
No. Him. He told him. He didn't tell me. I don't know this guy from birth, so.
I give him a couple of gold coins. You're done well. Go back in there.
Go back in. Have fun with that.
Keep sending me updates. They were helpful.
So, should we just get everyone else and leave then?
Yeah.
I'm already walking out. Again. I'm already halfway to the front door.
Mental to everyone. We're leaving. We outie.
I keep sticking my fingers up people's noses.
Outie.
Every third or
I
fourth
know.
person you do that to just falls asleep. It's almost like they've been fighting this urge to fall asleep,
Remember.
and every time you're just doing something to break their concentration, they just
Right.
Yeah.
So it'll be up and
I
down.
have no fucking clue to be honest.
What, how many times you get?
If in doubt, I wander around the fucking place.
No.
I can always send a message anyway.
No.
Trust me. I got
Like
plans
cantrip.
to escape.
Okay. Well, you need to know now we're outie.
Well, when Audi.
Everyone except for Faridrin is out. Now you are currently running after skeletons, who are running basically towards this hedge wall thing.
As I get close enough, I will shout out to them. Halt, undead abomination!
I am
By the word of my Lord and Saviour, Hades.
As you shout that, one of them stops and turns around and holds up a book.
They've stopped.
Yep.
It's a novelization of Doom 2.
He wasn't there?
No, I made that joke.
Oh, yeah, you were.
That's why he has the book.
By the authority given to me by the Lord of the underworld, kneel.
They all just kind of kneel.
Good.
Holding the book.
Anyone trying to chase them, seeing what's happening.
Yeah, most of the guards who have been running after them have kind of stopped, almost getting ready to attack, and just kind of seeing you almost look like you've got the complete control over them.
My lord, my god, has given me
Dominion?
some dominion over those of the undead. I think I will take them.
Guys kind of look at each other like, I mean, it's not like we can really object if you can control them.
You could kill them, but I understand. And I will
Eat more bones.
tell them to the skeletons, that is. Fall in line, follow me.
Skeletons stand up and then all fall over in a line and start crawling behind you.
As long as they follow me,
They'll follow you in a prone position.
Yeah.
yeah, but they still also have 10 feet of extra movement. So they move 20 feet if they're dropped to half.
I would argue they have 13, 14 feet, depending on how tall they are.
Skeletons.
Well, they're standard 30.
That's terrifying. That is actually
When you're
No, if they're so fast,
Half movement prone.
you can stand on top of them and there would be a movement space.
Where are you going with these?
Faridrin just standing on these
take
moving
them
skeletons.
to, I guess, the boss is probably keeping an eye on things.
Should
Or
be watched.
actually,
Who's basically, she's given this guy to someone else who just kind of wandered off. And she's sort of sitting there watching as you wander back up.
Cool.
And she's like,
because if she's distracted, I'd leave, but she's not, so I'll stay. Yep, cool. I'll walk up to the lady. Well, they don't need to be defeated.
you have dominion over them.
To a degree, my lord, my god, gives me some
That's all.
control.
One of
Well,
tries to hold
I-
the book.
If you,
Hold
if
down.
you wish this power, you do not want
I know, but I wish to borrow one of them, if I may.
You can, but not this one.
What for?
Repeat of that. Pointing at the cloaked figure being led back this way.
Don't you need one of those? The other goblin thingies that are wandering around?
It's the point of experiments. I want to see if it works on an undead thing.
Do you mind
Corpse
if I...
desecration.
Actually, no.
Is it? Like,
Beanie,
desecrating?
meanie,
Yeah.
I'm only picking between two.
It's desecrating
Mr.
the head.
Skin Man can be Mr. Skin Man.
It's kind of worse.
It is.
One of the two. Is there actually a difference?
There isn't a difference between those two.
Skeleton?
No.
You would allow this?
Just wait.
Open the chest cavity. Put in a bomb. Close chest cavity.
If only
Set timer.
Oh wait, she can't do shit anyway. The machine's blown up.
What I just said?
Yeah.
Just wait.
It's one of those things where she walks into her office and screams in anger.
I must beg your leave as this battle took more out of me than I had expected. I must rest.
That's fine. She wanders over and goes, so I can have this one?
You may borrow this one. If it's successful, I may wish to continue ownership of it.
Oh, if it's successful, of course. She bends down and pulls up the skeleton, who looks at you almost like, am I supposed to resist this?
Follow, as she says.
And it stands up. She's like, come with me. And the skeleton follows with her. And she wanders off towards the base.
And
As
as soon as she turns her
and the other
back,
ones stand up.
Sprint.
as soon as she turns her back, I turn around and start walking out the door.
The other two kind of,
Pace.
the other two stand up,
No,
watch
just
one go
normal.
one way, and the two of them wander behind you.
As soon as I make it out the door, if I can.
There's currently no guards at the door.
Yep.
There is a group of kids at the door though. There's like a massive group.
Have parents. I thought we were meant to save you. Oi! Oi! Oh.
Can I see this?
Oh.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we see this?
I will make my way out. Just. I will push through the crowd. As I make my way out, I will summon my steed and go for a ride. Get the fuck out of here with my skeleton
How
pins
quick
on my
does
back.
it take for you to get onto? Oh yeah, I was going to say, are they going to ride along with you or not?
Oh yes, they will be
I want
climbing,
to use one of the surfboard.
climbing on the side of me, on the side of my little pup, my little blinky.
So you guys basically bolt out to the outside of the space, and as a group are all leaving.
Yep.
That is where we're going to leave it for today.
Oh,
As the group of you have escaped the base.
Do we hear a yell, a scream in the background?
How good is your perception?
Can I roll again? Or can I take this
Roll a new perception. Oh, you're listening for screams specifically.
Fuck. 7. We don't hear.
16.
9.
We don't hear shit.
16?
I think so. I'm assuming, if that's a 12, I'm assuming it's going to be a 16.
The sound of like a bunch of sort of mid-teens sort of going on about stuff and talking about, oh, we're going to do this stuff and talking about, and some of them arguing about God sleeping and things sort of drowns out most of the noise.
Not sleeping.
Why not?
Catch realizes part of the way through this.
It's like, is
that-
this economy?
Why did you see through the illusion? This illusion wasn't talking, but this was so much about sleeping gods.
Explains a lot.
It's the illusion.
We need to hide. We need to
I'm beginning to miss
Yeah.
the old teaming.
climbing onto my horse like, how are you guys getting out of here? We
I
need
have
to
a
move.
toad or a frog.
Shall we then?
That way, but off track.
I put the frog back in my head.
You go to pick up the frog, and it goes. It just turns into this massive toad.
And you get-
about the same size as Falcon.
Can I ride you?
It just looks at you.
I'm on!
I would like to actually get off my horse and order my horse to ride on its own for about an hour or two in the opposite direction from where we're traveling.
With the skeletons?
No.
Oh.
Maybe one of them?
It would make a difference.
We're not walking behind.
Not Pinocchio.
Oh,
No.
yeah, walking behind. That way you can.
Killington will stay, but that just
Zigzag.
adds a set of footprints to it. I mean, you guys can
One
tell the
chili's got
skeleton.
1 in a million.
Who's in charge of it, Mikey?
Technically, I think Mikey is, but last time they said something was follow me.
It was full of faridrin, so it's full of faridrin's orders.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Tell it to zigzag to make sure that
No, same people.
Huh?
Same people, they travel in a column, so
No.
the numbers are disguised.
What you do is you give the skeleton 2 extra legs. There he goes like that's what he's walking.
If I could desecrate a body, I might. But no.
Hey, you give him sticks with shoes.
Daddy stayed alive. Only just. that fucking thing.
We will pick up next time with the chaos of the fact that we didn't actually have a break this game. But that's okay, because it was kind of chaotic in itself.
It needed it. We needed this full length.
Yep. Now, the aftermath will be dealt with next time. As we will figure out whether the party escapes or not, and how long it takes for things to completely unravel, as some people have been somewhat cursed during all that madness. Some people have been drunk, some were asleep. We'll see how it goes.
Is that why I kept rolling so badly?